Hi, y'all.
Very cool.
It's D&D night. How are we doing?
Yay.
Oh,
How you doing up there?
Hello.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Goodness.
Hey, Kaito. How's it going?
Thank you for the follow, Nightmare Maverick.
Nightmare, bruh. What's
Thank
up?
you for the follows.
We appreciate you,
Follows. Did I miss one?
all of you.
Yes. Oh man. All the love.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
Kaito
follow,
Destiny.
Kaito.
Kaito is
Thank
also
you,
Fluffy
thank you.
Drago.
Oh,
Oh.
Fluffy Drago.
He's Fluffy Drago. Kaito, very Fluffy Drago.
Aw. Alright.
So fluffy. More fluffy
You
than
are
Cree?
D&D's.
I don't buy it.
Super fluffy.
There are a few things fluffier than Kree, and I cannot think of many that come to the mind.
Oh my god, the boobs are on screen.
Yep. This is what we do in
No.
Roll20 before game. It's much hype. I really wanted to share with everybody because it's glorious. I have a whole folder full of Kobo's drawings, and I'm gonna like post them to my like actual fridge, like a proud mom.
Thank you for the follow, Yatsuki.
Thank you.
Crazy D&D night.
All right, so we are short a player
Crazy.
tonight.
Yes,
Slightly,
unfortunately.
unfortunately,
Yes,
couldn't make
who
it.
in
That's all
chat
right.
wants to go?
We still have 5 amazing heroes. Would you like to go down the line and introduce yourself, about yourself as a person and your character? And we'll start with Zach this time.
Cool. You're starting with me?
Yes.
Alright, so we're introducing characters, right?
Yourself
Well,
and your characters.
And yourself.
So shout out
myself,
yourself,
myself
what you're
too.
doing, and then your character and what they're doing.
Kono Komoda! I am Kobo Kirito, and I do things no one else there does. Now, I will be playing a character in D&D who is a human and a warlock. His name shall be Zach. 900! He's a very troubled character. He's not the best of boys, but man, you'll love seeing him on screen. That I can promise. Moving on.
Was that your next? I'm
Who's
gonna
next?
I'm gonna take that as your next, and we're gonna move
Yes.
on to Creecat.
Hello. My name is Cree Cat. Konnichiwa, everybody. I am, in a general sense, I am mostly an artist and a D&D player. Seems to be my main content of choice tonight. I will be playing for you one peril Kenai, a thief of high repute and ill regard, human by nature, and a sort of de facto, we'll say, spectator of tonight's party. I suppose that will be all. You'll have to find out more information than that as you watch.
And is there anything you want to shout out that you're doing on your own channel?
No, I just do this now.
You just do this. I know the feeling, Cree. I know the feeling. By the way, I just shared all the players' links. Go give them a follow. They're all amazing. And we'll pass that right along to Curtis, the Kimberly
All
Dwarf.
right. Hey, I'm Big Red. I'm playing Kimberly, the overzealous paladin. She's a 5 foot tall, red-headed, bearded dwarf. She's the extreme cultist who's been kicked out of her cult. So she's looking for some new stuff to do, looking to find her way in this world. Follow me on Instagram. Check out my car build. That's what I do outside of D&D right now.
Awesome. And that'll bring us to the lovely Okami.
Hello, everybody. I am Okami Yojimbo. You can find me on Twitch at Okami Yojimbo89. At the Twitters, I am Yojimbo777. I am a variety streamer, and I will neither confirm nor deny the addition of an icon on my desktop called Sketchbook. Other than that, while I do have laryngitis, I am on the mend, so I can actually speak. I am playing Genki, who goes by Ki, an half-orc monk of the astral plane. And I am all about giving the world optimism and spreading the good vibes of positivity.
Oh, Genki.
But that's all from me. On to, I believe the last one will be the lovely Thomas.
Horrible noob. The orc that likes to eat people because they're yummy.
Oh.
I play Thomas.
Hi,
He
bird.
is the centaur of disease control, the CDC. He was tasked by the spirits of the world to watch these young fools as they, might either save or destroy the world. At least that's what, the elders at his temple believed. So that's what he's doing. Lots of groans, lots of face palms, and lots of people trying to write him.
Take that in whatever context you please.
Yep.
The answer is
No
in
context
both
needed.
contexts.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Wonderful.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Posture
All
check.
right.
That
I
does.
saw.
Begin.
All right, so I will recap for everybody at home. Like we're still sitting in the room. No, so I'll recap for everybody in chat. What happened last week? So if you missed last week, don't worry. I'll get you up to speed. So the very first week, they fought a priest who had a giant crystal and was trying to summon something. And that's the long story short of the first one. On to the second one, which is a little bit more important. And then the heroes awoke in the town to find that their job is not done, that there's people still dying of this mysterious disease, and that the village chief was very angry and wanted to speak with them. They went and spoke to the village chief, who confirmed that people are still dying and then told them to go fix it now. They made their way to the cave where they first encountered the priest, and they found more skeletons and another robed figure that was trying to summon something. This time, they caught the person mid summon. The summoning failed, the crystal broke, and a giant demon hand laid in the middle of the room as a epic battle ensued, where everybody was battling the skeletons around, and then Erzithrax, John Cena yeeted her off a cliff and sumoplexed the main villain, and grappled them to the ground, leaving them immobile. After that, before the party could get information or finish off this big bad evil guy, they disappeared into a vaporous smoke with no trace. And no crystal to be found. The players wanted to investigate a little bit more, so they made their way back to the town to see how things are faring there. They found everyone was in a tussle looking for their chief, who has now gone missing. Three party members went to the tavern, had a short rest while they drank beer and got some local intel. And then we had 3 more players who decided to go to the church. When they checked out the church, they found a dog, which they then placed on the centaur's back. It is very terrified. They also found a book named Baby's First Sacrifice, which tells them of the dark god that they were trying to raise and that they need 1 million souls sacrificed to have enough power to raise the Dark Lord. They then made their way over to the chief's hut, where they got to look around a room strewn with papers. And in the middle of the strewn papers, they found one page that said that they were very determined to overthrow the Dark Overlord in very rage-ridden, scribbled handwriting. And the note was ended with that they were omniscient and that they could be anywhere and do anything. The party met back up together after that and made their way to the chief's dad's house with the dog still on the centaur's back. And they then informed the dad of their son's demise and the daughter's disappearance, as well as interrogated the poor fellow and found out that they've always been into summoning things of the sort. And that is, they look off into the woods and they see a goblin, and that is where we have left off last week.
Yay.
Yee. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, heroes.
Yes.
I think we should check on the doggo before we get further.
I'm surprised that dog hasn't tried to jump off and run.
Too scared to.
That's a lie.
I let the dog go.
You let
I
the
say
Doggo
we should
can-
release the doggo.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
let the
I
doggo
don't
go.
want to release the doggo.
We have
Put-
to. We will get it killed if we take him with us.
Yep.
I will sacrifice myself.
TPK gives me all protected doggo.
Well, do you have an idea on how you would like to convince the dog to stay with you?
Treats plus
Treats?
some food or
You
something.
gonna like give him part of your rations?
Yeah,
Yeah?
do that.
You give me an animal handling roll.
I'm not sharing my rations with you.
Yeah, let's see.
Dogs like food, so I don't think it's gonna be a very hard one.
Oh, I still failed.
I said dogs like food, so I was gonna give you advantage on it. So
Oh, that's
Dog-
good then.
dog loves it, wagging his tail like crazy, just looking up to you like, "Do you have more of that?" And he seems
Is the
pretty
dog-
interested in following you now.
Is the dog still in the scared state? Like he's just like eating out of panic, or is he like?
No,
Okay,
he's
yeah,
like
this is
oh
cool.
yeah, like I haven't had food in like 5 days, man. I'll go with anybody that has food.
Bites the horse.
Nope.
Let's see if I can pick him off the horse, off the centaur, and put him down. See if he'll walk with us. If he runs off, he runs off.
All right, so you take the dog off of the centaur and set him on the ground, and he just sits and looks like he's like more food. He's a hungry boy.
All right,
Feed me,
roll for
Seymour.
another little bit. Let's see. Oh, look at that.
It's the exact opposite.
All
Feed
right,
the dog.
that dog really fucking loves you now. He's like next to your side, like obedient. You have now
Perfect.
trained this dog.
You tamed this hungry dog.
He was
Yay.
he was about starving, so it wasn't very hard. But you have done
You
it.
gave him bacon.
Gave him bacon. All right.
I believe I
so,
gave him a hot dog.
Let's continue. Let's continue on then. See if you.
And
Do you want me to roll like a animal handling like
No,
every?
no.
No.
I'll ask if needed.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Come on, pepperoni.
And I went ahead and added
Is
him,
that its name now?
Oh, it
Yes.
can be.
Yes, it is.
that's what I call my IRL.
We now have pepperoni.
Oh, yes.
Score.
It is now canon.
Okay, all right. I will now name the dog Pepperoni.
Can we get a
Pepperoni.
character
The
sheet,
San
please?
Francisco treat.
And where is everybody heading off to? Are you going towards the goblin?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's head over there because we did agree to help him find his kids.
All right.
Tagging along in the back, just mumble, mumble, mumble.
Well
grumble,
met,
grumble.
my diminutive little friend. How fare you this day?
You still help?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, we will.
I have map. Meet here. And they hand you a little map. And they look like, can I go now? Like, is it over? Is this all I have to do? I'm really scared to be here.
Well, I mean, that's understandable. You got a freaking centaur and a half orc that's like freaking 6, almost 7 foot tall.
Perot's just gonna nod to him. Go.
All right. So he scurries off into the woods. And you now have a vague map of the area and where their cave lies.
Can I compare it to my map of the area and see how accurate it is?
Yes. And just I would be so you compare the two maps, and it is scribbled pretty roughly, but most of the big landmarks are correct.
Okay.
And
Perfection. On his own map. There. How far away is it from Perot's intel?
I didn't include that in the summary. So to bring Chad up to speed, while they were in the tavern, that local info.
No. Perot's about to tell it. Perot's
Okay.
about to tell it. But
Okay, good.
how far away is it?
It's like a little bit off the path to what the destination you already have, but it's further from it.
Okay. So essentially my thing is quote unquote on the way.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Interesting. Well, I do believe I can navigate us there.
Fantastic. I have a horrible sense of direction.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
me too. Might as well be Zoro from One
how-
Piece.
How
Aren't you a
long?
wandering monk?
But the fun thing for me is that I am on a journey of enlightenment, so I really don't have a destination per se. So all of my tea tours are really just fun little side trips.
You mean you found us by accident?
Can you answer me a question?
Yes, I will gladly.
How many times were you almost starved because you couldn't get to town?
Which town?
He's gonna put an arm around Key. I put my arm around Key and sort of like pat him on the chest and just go, "You just stay right close to me."
I like you. You are a very kind person.
Sure.
Rose like that gang leader who doesn't want to be the gang leader.
He's the gang leader that doesn't want to be the gang leader, but slowly realizes how much this group of ragtag bunch needs him.
You're not wrong.
Like nothing's holding this group together besides Kree and optimism.
Oh, no.
Indeed.
I mean, there's a centaur trying to kill us.
Maybe an optimistic Kree. Okay. So
Well,
he's gonna tell the party. So the goblin is assumedly left, correct? It's out of earshot at this point.
Skirt away.
Perot's going to be. I think I might have an idea as to what could be causing this goblin problem. See, I've been hearing rumors about, say, some sort of a spirit that's been taking people away in this area. And, well, taking into account everything else, I, also happen to have some information that, where this spirit is. And I think it could use maybe a little bit of, optimism.
My goodness,
This
that
dumb,
does sound
cheeky-
indeed.
He just gives this dumb, cheeky, smug look over at Genki.
Indeed. If a villainous spirit is absconding with innocent people, they are indeed full of bad vibes. At this, Key holds up his fist and slightly summons his astral form, and it glows with radiant energy. And I will gladly give that spirit some optimism.
Lovely, lovely. Anyone else?
Will we be helping the goblins?
Yeah, of course.
I'm in.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this spirit here is the one that's been causing all kinds of trouble.
Funny you mention a spirit. I thought I saw one on our way to the town.
There you go. It's all coming together.
I do so love it when a plan comes together.
This was planned.
I say we go out and kill this spirit.
Good. I think they reside in a tomb just about here. It's on our way to the next town and on our way to this meeting point. And if all goes well, we'll be able to have the kiddos back before we even get there.
Oh, I
Perfect.
do so love happy reunions.
Yeah, ain't they great?
Yes.
Now, the part
Suspicious.
the party hasn't long rested since the last boss battle. Do you want to head there immediately?
No.
No.
No, long rest, please.
Yes.
Yes, my
So
my HP is at 6 and I have no spell slots.
I, as the rogue with full HP. Well, I thought we were all ready to go.
Oh my god.
I had a short rest with Pro and Zach, so I'm good.
How about Thomas or Kim?
Oh, a short rest would be great.
Short or a long rest doesn't really matter.
Oh yeah, long rest would be better.
Yeah.
Yes, we should rest properly. You cannot spread optimism on an empty stomach or sore feet.
I also can't keep you from dying.
Funny, I thought you wanted us dead.
That's
Well,
debatable.
just
That's too
I'll have you know, there was actually a very optimistic spirit at the monastery I was at.
You're still dead.
Maybe dead, but man, that guy was optimistic.
Well, he's optimistically dead.
You know who else was optimistic?
Is the party going to camp outside the town or try and see how angry the guards are at them?
No,
I
let's
suggest we
camp
don't
outside.
go back to that town.
Yeah, camp outside.
as dense as Key is, yeah, no, that probably would not be the greatest of ideas.
For once, I agree with the monk.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right,
camping
well-
outside would be best.
Yes, we have removed the source of bad vibes from the village. Therefore, our presence is no longer needed. We must venture forth before we rest.
Yep. Or rest, then venture forth, you mean?
Okay. So the party takes a long rest, camps out at night, and
Uh,
the
Keel
night goes
takes first
on
lunch.
peacefully, thankfully.
Woot.
Yay.
Holy God.
Yells. Bells.
Yep.
I
Oh,
get my
and
two
by the
spells back.
way, for future reference, the way that Perot handles those
Mhm.
is he doesn't really care how the party's keeping watch. Him and Met take shifts sleeping. That's how they've always done it. That's how they'll do it from now.
Yeah, Kimberly, she's just gonna sleep
Zach just
a rock
sleeps.
all the way through.
Zach just sleeps.
She's
Like,
too good
boy,
to
it's
take
not
watch.
a care in the world.
Yep.
She's always like, let the peons do it. I don't need to do this. I'm a paladin.
Oh my god.
God.
You
Right.
Sleeping on the horse's back.
Yeah, we could always ride on the horse's back and sleep with her in the day.
I don't see any horses.
We got a half a horse.
No. Get off me.
We got the good half of the horse.
Oh!
Okay, no.
Oh
Oh!
my.
Let's not.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's what Kimberly's into.
Tough.
Wow. Nope. I'm out.
Yep.
Bye.
Okay.
Goodbye. I'm gone.
And then a dragon comes out and eats us all.
Yep.
Poor adventurers. They taste like
I
dirt.
mean, your vibes are really seeping out into the world. I wouldn't be surprised.
We just bring chaos. Are you sure we're not the villains?
That's what I'm
mean-
wondering sometimes.
You know, you
Somebody was
play
talking
you
about-
play how you play, and things happen how they happen. So
Are you sure the chief was
Is-
not trying to revive the village and we were killing them?
Yeah.
okay. So
Are
part
we the baddies?
like I said, you play how you play, and things happen how they happen. That we might find out.
Okay.
I just know we're gonna get a sword in the back from Thomas if we start doing something bad. He's gonna materialize his sword, and what's that spell you used? A whispering wind or something?
Spiritual weapon?
Yeah, no, the
Just
other one.
whispering wind?
That's just called gas.
Oh no.
Okay, we're getting
Okay.
Moving on.
Yes.
Moving
so,
on.
as you guys head towards the woods look exactly the same as the ones you passed by before. The trees are wisping in the wind. You can hear the slight breeze through it. And you come to a small clearing with a stone-looking mausoleum that has a lion face on the front of the stone door and square columns on the side, and it can't be much bigger than a shack.
Huh.
Let's.
How interesting and quaint.
There's a
Should
door
we
on it. You said,
investigate?
right?
Yeah, there seems to be a stone door with a lion's face on it.
May I knock on the door?
Any writing? Well, they're knocking, I guess.
No
Yeah.
no writing, and there's no answer when you knock.
Place seems to be
Kimberly would
very-
probably just push the door open and go in.
Kimberly, no. And the dwarf was never seen again.
Can I check it for traps?
You can check the door for traps, and there are no traps on this particular door.
I check again. Just to double check.
I understand. There are no traps on this door or behind it.
May I open
Okay.
the door slowly?
I think we should let
Yes.
Kimberly.
I stand to the side.
We like
Stand behind
Kimberly.
Creed.
Yep.
That's me.
Genki stands
Alright.
behind Thoreau,
Or
looking,
kick the
at
door
his,
right
looking
open.
at his actions with great interest.
All
So I
right.
slowly
Door.
open the door.
I'm sure Genki got a big kick out of Peru's mindless coin tricks that he does.
Mhm.
Is it
So-
really dark?
Oh yes.
So since Kimberly and Zach can't decide over who pushes first, they push together on the door. And since it's a stone door, it's a little hard, but it does slowly open.
Is it dark inside?
It is indeed very dark inside. You can smell a very musty, mildewy smell coming up.
Well, I have
Imagine dragons. Come on out.
I have dark vision, so can I roll to inspect the area?
More like, who doesn't have dark vision on this party?
I don't have dark vision.
I don't have dark vision.
That's why I
a
sent
couple
out
of them.
Imagine
A
Dragons.
couple of us.
Okay, I have it, so I can take a gander if you need.
Alright.
Can I use perception on my pseudo dragon? See if he sees. Since he has dark vision for 60 feet and 10 blind sight.
I think only one of you need to check.
What was that?
I think only one of you need to check, so it's okay. You said who had the dark vision again?
I do.
I
Alright,
do.
so
So
yeah,
Kit,
he could check that.
So perception check, right?
yeah, go ahead and roll.
Oh shit.
Can I take a gander?
Let me catch up with chat. Yeah, go ahead and roll for perception.
Oh,
Son of a-
okay. Pseudo dragon.
What is the party
Why?
search?
There we go.
And what are you sending your dragon to search for?
Just to scout out the area, see if there's anything noticeable. Like anything that wouldn't be in a normal household.
Okay, fair. So your dragon goes down in there and he spends a little bit of time, maybe 10 minutes or so, and you're starting to get worried that something happened. And just when you're about to rush in after him, comes coming out, like just rushing out, and he has a small blue crystal in his mouth.
Hand it over, Imagine Dragons. Drop it.
Oh my god.
Alright, so I now have it in my hand, and Imagine Dragons is back in my hood.
I pluck it out of your hand. I wonder what this is. If you
No! Not yet. You can do that in a bit. I want to make an Arcana check.
Yeah, we don't need another chaos rogue going around.
well, good luck. I'm still
So
going to be
can I-
making my checks on it.
Yeah, you can still make your checks when I'm done.
Mhm.
Alright, so I'm gonna. Can I roll for Arcana to see if I know what this does?
Yes.
Hopefully it's good.
Nope.
It is not. Alright.
You know it's
Alright,
still
Rogue, do
just
your
a blue
thing.
crystal.
I said, Rogue, do your thing, and I toss it back to him.
I take out my little glass.
Checks if it's pricey before anything else.
yeah,
Yeah.
actually, he's like, hold on, what is this? What kind is this? Is this quartz? Aquamarine? Something else?
Bro's just like, it's just
Is it
regular
raw?
crystal.
Is it
Let me
raw? Has
see
it
what it
been
does.
cut? Hold on. I'm just gonna make a series of checks, and if you don't mind, and you can tell me, I'm just going to make an investigation check on my thing and then Arcana to see if I see anything, any magic from it.
Why both? What's your reason?
Investigation tells me whether or not it's Investigation tells me whether or not it's valuable. Arcana tells me if it's magical.
Okay, fair enough. Go ahead.
And if I fail one or the other, then it's like you don't know. Or if I fail both, then it's like, well, you know. Oh well, there you have it.
Never mind.
Nice.
So as you're inspecting the crystal, you see it has a very similar structure to the non-glowing big giant chunk that is still in the inn in the town.
I forgot about that.
It has it has no
Wait, I thought I was
magic in it at the moment, and it's not very valuable. It looks like it's been kind of pummeled and crushed.
Looks like there might have been signs of a struggle. Either that or the person that lives here is some sort of stonemason or rock worker. I pocket it. I pocket it, talking casually. Yeah, it seems to be magical in some way, although not anymore. Looks like it might have the potential to be enchanted, or perhaps it once was.
So more like this.
Seems to be of the same sort of crystalline deposit that those manufacturers keep pulling up. They're everywhere. They're everywhere nowadays.
So more like this. I take out a couple shards I picked up from the ground, that Thomas and I were picking up before we left the cave?
Precisely. Or I suppose I should say precisely.
So
Alright.
kind of like this, and Key just points to the giant ass crystal chunk that he's been holding around with him.
No,
Key-
you said you took it back to the inn and you never came back for it.
Yeah,
so.
you just dropped it
Okay.
off at the end.
All right, well, in that case, let me delete it out of my inventory real quick.
I'm sorry. I really
That's fine,
wanted
that's
you
fine,
to
that's
have
fine.
it.
That's fine. That's fine.
I am going to head inside myself.
All right.
I'll be right behind you, my friend.
I'm gonna
As
wait outside, actually.
I'm
as
gonna
you
look for
descend,
any food to
you're
get
gonna,
in
you're gonna look for food.
for the dog.
Okay.
For the dog.
Outside the cave or inside the cave?
Inside.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait, the cave? I thought it was
doing his
Well, I'm
normal
sorry,
thing
not
and
cave.
looking around,
We've been in a
looking
lot of
around.
caves. The descending dark tomb.
Okay.
So
So I'm gonna wait outside for a sec.
Once it becomes too dark to see, Perot is going to switch to looking through Met's eyes.
okay.
I
Holding
just
his
cast
little
light on a
tiny-
rock and carry it.
Oh shoot! Slightly's not the only one that knows light. Thank God.
Nope.
Thank God.
Someone does know light.
Yeah.
I know light.
Then
I guess light on a
maybe-
rock and carry it.
wonderful.
All right. Now
right.
that they're all in, I'm going
Okay.
Nice.
So you all start descending into the darkness, which is now alight with the rock, and the smell of the pungent mildew hits you just a little bit more, and you can see it open up into a big stone room.
in. Still.
Ooh,
like it.
Spacious.
Oh,
Oh. The screen's gone. Or no, it's not. It's just
no, that's what we see.
dark. Yeah.
Give me a second, and the light reveals the entire space.
Oh. What is this?
So as you look around the room, you see some vines, a little bit of broken bones and furniture, and underneath the statue you see just peeking out is a tiny little grate that can maybe fit a person.
How old do these bones look? And how old do these bones look? And do they look like they were killed in a violent fashion?
They're fairly crushed and yellowed at this point. It's very hard to tell the age, but you can tell that they've been here for quite some time.
Is this the statue?
Yes.
Can I shoot at it?
What?
I mean, if you'd like.
I shoot at the statue.
Okay.
I don't trust it.
Hold on. How big is the statue? What material is it made out of? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know one.
You can see it's just made out of some composite stone. It's not very strong or valuable in any way. It's just a regular
all she
old
cared about.
statue of a guard.
Got you.
I have
So
to make a shooting throw. Click my gun.
why are you doing that?
If you'd like to, go ahead and shoot your gun.
I did.
Where'd it go? Did I miss it? Yes.
I just did it. I just 16.
All right. I want to see how much damage that does.
10 piercing.
So you
You
break
can get
off
more ammo for this
a
thing.
little bit of the base, but it's still just a statue on top of a grate.
Oh,
All right, I trusted enough.
What?
Kimberly would say, "You want to break it, or you want to just keep shooting it?" She goes
If
over
you want to break it, you go.
and swings her. She drops her shield and single-handed mace and pulls out her two-handed mace.
I facepalm.
That's a warhammer.
All right, swing for damage.
Oh my.
You have totally broken the base into small enough chunks that you can now move it around.
Lovely. Now that everyone's brute
So
force
maybe
through the
hold on
potential
real quick.
puzzle,
Hold on real quick. Can we move everything? See if there's anything underneath it.
Yes, you can
Great.
now you
underneath
can
it.
now move it and get a better look at the grate if you would like.
Yeah, please.
So as you move all the rubble away, you look down and you see a tunnel and a small light coming from one side of it.
Unfortunately, I do not believe that I am small enough to fit through this. So I will have to defer
It's
to
about 2
one
feet by
of
2
you.
feet wide.
Yes,
I
so
don't
I will
know
have
how
to
small
defer
I am.
to one of the more fun-sized individuals of our party.
I don't know how.
Bro's just gonna push
What?
past. All right. He's not even short.
Hey now, I said
I mean, he's
fun
probably
size,
slim enough.
not short.
We
Right.
all know what you meant, bud.
My mother
All right,
was
all
a
right.
full 2 feet higher than my father, and she always referred to him as her little fun-sized treat.
Oh my god.
Treat.
Peru looks a little disgusted. Not gonna lie. I look slightly disgusted. I'm gonna check to see if there's any sort of mechanism around this hole that might activate if someone goes down. I'm checking for traps.
You're checking for traps.
I check for traps on everything.
Got it.
It's my job.
It's mine.
As Peru.
I'd say it's more of an occupational hazard.
You
May-
actually do.
DM, may I?
Huh?
DM, may I check?
Yes,
It's
you may.
usually an investigation check for traps.
Yeah, you can investigate check.
13.
13.
So as you're looking around, you see a fairly obvious thumb sticking out of the ground, and you now see the places where dirt is falling through on the ground into a bigger area. And if you happen to step on it, maybe the floor might fall.
So it's a pitfall. Cool. I'm going to say, hold on, everyone. I think there might be a pitfall here. There might be something else, though.
Shall I swing my hammer at it?
No.
Oh my god.
No. No, we don't need any more hammer swings. For now.
Hold on. Hold on. There might be a pitfall. And I gesture to the area. Stay away from there. There might be
Okay.
something else. You can never be too careful.
Kimberly's gonna pick up her shield and
Do I
Base again.
find anything else?
No, just that the hole down below might be a little bit bigger than you
Unstable?
expect and unstable.
Okay. Yep.
well, you guys have in your adventures pack, do you guys have rope? We have 50-foot rope, right?
Well, now hold on. Hey, Matt. Matt. You know what to do. And I send him off flying down the hole. And
no,
I turned to,
What we
I
should
turned
have
to,
done was throw a piece of copper on there and see if it would have dropped. See if he would have went in. No.
No, that's not a dragon. I'd rather keep the
that's a
money.
waste of a perfectly good copper piece. I don't know what you're talking about.
But Matt would have went and got it.
There. It would have changed nothing then. Matt would still be going down there.
I know, but he would have been vigorously going, chasing it.
So you want Matt dead is what I'm hearing.
Oh, I healed him all the way up last time. My little buddy.
He just has lots of faith. I'm here.
Perfect. Just squinting.
All right, so send Met down in there, see what happens.
Well, that's what he did. Just as a little scouting mission. See if there's anything miss. And it's not going to be Met checking it out. It's going to be Perot.
Okay.
I suppose I should specify.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Yes.
Wow, this has happened. I look over at my pseudo dragon. He looks at me. He just shakes his head no. 25
Nat 20.
investigation.
Nat 20. Oh
Nice, nice, nice. Everyone take a shot.
All right, hold on.
Alright. Give me a
So,
Let me mute
and you
myself.
communicate with your dragon through like
yeah. I can literally see through his eyes and ears. So up top, it kind of just looks like that Perot's doing maybe a little bit of a meditation or staring off into space for a little bit.
So here's where I'm stuck. So Cree, please help me. I have a map for this next area. Would you like me to describe what the dragon sees, or send you personally the map?
No, just describe it.
Okay.
Because Perot will just describe it. Mostly, he's looking for any bits of danger and or upcoming encounters that we perhaps need to prepare for,
And our gold. Slightly!
and or money.
What? Slightly where?
Slightly's in D&D chat.
Uh-huh.
Slightly.
He fell asleep.
Just as we thought.
Knew it.
Yeah, we were right on the money.
Well, in campaign, is that Thrax is still there. He's just chilling in the back, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
technically, yeah. We haven't said anything about his not being there.
He's just vibing.
Yep.
Well, then in that case, let's take a
for the time being.
let's take
quick
a little
break.
break. Yeah, let's take a little break. See what happens.
Alright.
Nice.
We'll take a short little 5-10 minutes.
Okay, in that case, I guess you can just send me a screen cap of the map then.
Perfect, because then you can just be like, well, I really explored it. During the break. Perfect. I'll send that to you right now.
Sweet. Restroom.
Hope chat's doing great. Hope you're having a fantastic night.
Hello,
Chat, how you doing?
chat. How is everybody?
Oh,
Yeah, Slightly's gonna be in. Hype, hype, hype.
Yay.
Let's just bring his stuff back up. There's his face. There's his name. You know how it be.
yes.
Aw.
Yay.
Well, I hope you have a good night. May the chaos reign in your dreams too.
Wait, did he go to sleep?
No,
Yeah.
Chat.
Oh, okay.
It's break, so
Yeah,
I'm talking to
confused.
chat. I need more tea, so I will be back.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm taking over audio purposes. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god.
Yay.
Gotcha.
Just the face palm already. The face palms.
DM is gone. We all get nat 20s.
Woo!
Oh my goodness, guys. I'm so
Slightly.
There's
Hey,
that sexy
Slightly.
voice. There's that
Oh.
sexy slightly
oh
voice.
man.
Did you get plenty of water?
Me too. Take care of yourself, man. If you want, you can stay here. I've already muted everybody but me to chat. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna be taking a break anyway, so I won't be talking much. It'll be fine. Just do your thing.
Yeah,
Welcome
All
back.
Welcome.
Howdy. I'm here.
Back with people to do the things and stuff.
Here's it. Thrax
Yellow.
decided to show up to the party.
Oh,
Want to
I'm
go
so
ahead
sorry.
and give yourself a belated shout out to yourself? And an introduction for your character.
I am Slightly DM, and I am also sorry. I ended up falling asleep on accident, and it lasted a long time. But I'm Slightly DM, and I run D&D games at my channel. That's really it. Much love. Thank you for having me. I'm sorry. I feel bad.
And make sure you catch his channel, which I have linked on Mondays. Not this Monday, but the next Monday we have our session 1, correct?
It is not. Yeah, it is the 23rd.
Yeah, the 23rd.
Yeah.
Session 1.
And if you are a VTuber that wants to play D&D and knows nothing about it, Slightly is also your man. Does one-shots every Wednesday. Always looking for new people, so hit him
That's
up.
true.
Tavern Wednesday.
Oh,
Man, you shouted me out more than I shouted myself out.
I knew you weren't
We
going
love
to,
you.
so I had to take over it. I hope that's
All right,
okay.
all right.
And do you
It's
want to
okay. Clover
introduce?
tried to make me promo myself more.
And do you want to introduce your character, Zithrax?
I am playing Zithrax. You have to pronounce it right, or else your Zithrax doesn't respond. And I'm kidding. But he is a dragonborn bard and not a paladin. He has no smiting that he does. He has no holy spells which he casts. He is a a bard of song and story, and he runs around with a great sword, smiting, killing, unstory writing enemies.
Build the class.
Killed it.
Amazing, wonderful.
He's also a lizard brain.
Very much so.
The biggest lizard brain there ever was.
Such
Sure.
a cute lizard brain, though.
He has
Oh, I just
3
want to cuddle
wrinkles
it.
total.
Just want to cuddle that brain. Give it a name. Call it George.
Yeah.
Moving on.
All right. So before the break, we left our heroes investigating this small stone tomb where they have now met the pseudo dragon into the cavern below to investigate.
That
That always breaks me
I
the
just-
first time.
I just want that.
Sorry, he doesn't like being called a pseudo dragon. He doesn't like being called fake. So
Oh my gosh.
It was for chat. Ignore anything you don't like.
just know that Matt's not going to.
Okay,
Takes offense to everything.
got it. Met literally ignored me. Noted.
Turns up his little dragon nose.
Pseudo dragon.
Pseudo.
A pseudo wudo dragon.
Yeah. It's literally just a snake with some wings tied on.
Nice.
No. Oh no, Slightly. Can I steal that for an NPC later?
Absolutely.
Oh
Oh please! I just want a wizard that's just so try hard.
no. Oh my god.
Zithrax comes to the grates and sticks a snout down. What do you see?
Perot from behind you. Well, there's a couple of little hallways in here, and then that's a doorway, correct, into the little flower chamber.
I was asking the other small dragon.
I don't have an echo effect, but I'll put it on later. You just hear.
I think it said filth.
By the way, Zithrax, you know 2 of us speak Draconic, right?
Yes, but when you do so, you sound like a chicken with a nasally problem.
Oh god.
I'll try, right?
With a pit of your
You know what?
stomach.
Your comment ain't that bad either.
Mind you, nobody knows the languages that Perot speaks. He doesn't really brag on it.
Speak with the very bottom of your stomach, where your legs meet your body. maybe then you will sound normal.
Indeed, certain
Wait,
languages
Peril
require
from
full
behind
use
you.
of the diaphragm.
No, wait, hold on. You want me to speak from my dick?
Oh, God. I believe he was referring to the lower diaphragm.
Yeah, that's nowhere even close to where your legs meet your body, my man.
I suppose that is where you keep your flesh reproductive parts.
Now Peril is just thinking of the legitimacy of whether or not dragons have dicks. Thank you. Making him lose concentration on his spell.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
In truth, dragons actually cut off their tail, and then their like cut off tail turns into a little baby dragon, and it's totally alien. Who would have guessed?
Yeah, indeed.
And then their tail grows back, and then do it again.
Those
No,
eggs
you
are
only-
just for show.
Yeah.
Anyway. I'm looking at it. I suppose there's probably were there traps?
Traps?
Yes, tripping trappers.
There was no.
I mean, aside from the, you know.
You know what? I honestly don't know if this counts as a trap or not. I'm gonna DM you, and then it'll just be solved that way.
It's just a picture of Gilgamesh from Fate.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
What? Why?
You've never seen Gilgamesh from Fate?
Yeah, that guy's attractive.
This is
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, too bad he's the total dick.
Oh, he is. Okay. So give me a second. I was like, what?
Oh, it's not Gilgamesh. Who's the pink-haired one from the Fate thing?
I
don't watch Fate.
Astolfo! Oh, yes, I love Astolfo. He's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Mordred and Medusa.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot about
Like
Medusa.
Hercules.
Yeah. Anyways, so what? So what have we discovered about our little Vint?
I think Clover is messaging Cree.
My fingers are
Mhm.
typing as fast as they can.
Yes.
Just about a thing.
Paint your fingers red, they go faster.
Well, while this is happening, like Key and Zen are like discussing like the proper way of using your diaphragm to speak the deep voice languages.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Orcish and Dwarven are languages that you need to like really use your diaphragm and properly enunciate to get the proper pronunciations.
All right,
That-
message sent. Sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Proper draconic. You should feel the electricity bubbling out of your mouth.
I'm not. He stretches as Met sort of has. Okay, so does Zithy still have his snout down the hole, kind of looking down in there?
Yeah. I've been kind of like. Mhm.
So as Met's coming out, they sort of boot snouts.
Take me to
Met's
dinner
kind
first.
of floating out, and then just and then just a oh, like out of the way.
Oh. I move.
Climbs out and climbs into Perot's bag. All right, so here's what we got. There's no enemies down there that I can see, although there's a couple of, well, we'll say hazards. Something that seems to be, well, I'm not sure what it is, but it doesn't smell right. Am I right? Sticks his tongue out. And a couple more dangerous hazards. Nothing you won't see coming. I believe it's about time for some of us to take a plunge. Oh, here, hold
I'll
on.
go in. Oh, Okay.
Oh no, go in.
Alright, so I jump right in.
Then I'm gonna activate the trap, which is just gonna make it marginally worse.
Oh God.
It's like, all right, shimmying down. Well, I was just gonna go.
All right, so the floor opens up into a hole, and who's going down?
I am.
Okay,
I am.
Zithrax followed!
you find yourself immediately in what seems to be a very close quarters, a small tunnel.
Here?
Yes, and it curves out into a hallway.
Alright, so the way I imagine is I fall like on my stomach and then Zithrax just falls on top of me.
Yeah. You make for a convincing pillow.
Oh my God.
Of all the people, I had to beat it.
Of all the
Dragon.
people, it had to be the spiky one.
At least it wasn't the centaur.
I'll take
At which
that.
point I will go down.
Yeah, I was actually about to say, it's like, out of curiosity, how will me and our dear centaur friend make it down there? We are somewhat of the larger members of this party.
Like I said, the trap activated, and now there is a
Now it's a giant gaping hole.
yeah, it's a giant gaping hole, big enough for the entire party to fit in.
Yep. That's when I
Excellent.
go home. That's when I go down.
Wonderful. And now that the cleric is down there with the light, you see a little bit more of the surrounding hallways.
We can all see.
Oh, most of you. There's still a couple.
Oh, I'll
And-
follow behind. Just in case
and-
they manage to find some way.
You see a wooden door with a putrid smell coming from behind it, and a soft pink dust coming out from the crack from the bottom.
Oh.
This one here?
Yes, that one there.
I got it.
Before
Ed
we
sticks his little snoot up and just goes, "Ah." Yeah, that's the one that smells bad. Just translating. Shrugs.
so we know it's spirits, right? Or things are spirity.
Yep.
All right.
Something like that.
So I can sniff out spirits and shit like that, even if I can't. Even if they're like invisible, I just need to be able to have them not in total cover. So when we open the door, I can smell them out. I guess all
And-
paladins can.
Do you only smell out spirits?
It's undead.
Undead.
Yeah, undead fiends or I forget.
Okay.
Aberrations.
I don't think so. It is celestial fiend or undead.
Gotcha,
Ah,
gotcha.
okay. Neat.
Okay.
So you open the door, and a big puff of the pink dust fills the area around your feet. And as you peer inside, you see a bunch of what appears to be spongy mushroom fungi, and the room absolutely reeks of water and mildew and rot.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness, that is a scent.
This is how a zombie apocalypse starts. Is that another door over there?
You know,
Indeed.
something that I didn't test while I was in here. I just happen to wonder if stuff's flammable.
Flammable?
Considering the proximity and lack of ventilation, let's not test that.
Sure.
Has anybody been up in this little alcove yet?
Nope.
Sure.
Who's
Eh,
going to go
okay,
check
I'll
it out?
I'll take a look over.
All right, Keith. So as you turn around the corner, you see it is just and a little alcove with just some dirt. There seems to be nothing more than just a mere storage area that is now empty.
It appears to be an empty storage area, maybe a larder of some sort.
May I check to see if I can find a hidden room?
Sure. And is that the same spell as your
Oof.
to check? Got it.
Yeah.
Fortunately, you find no secret rooms while you check around the walls and the floors.
Is anyone in this room?
Anything?
No one's been in there yet.
Yeah, I think it's just mushroom spores right now. Can I ask about how thick the wall is, like right here? Kind of, maybe we could just tear down this wall and circumnavigate the mushroom room.
From looking between the into the door into the room and around the corner of the hall, you can surmise it's anywhere between a foot to a foot and 3/4 thick.
So it'd probably take a good big bit of work to get through it.
Indeed.
I can
Smash
shoot my
it down.
Kamehameha at it.
Smash it down.
Oh,
Can we not do that underground?
Yeah, fair enough.
That does not sound like a very wise decision. Although I would recommend that we might
What
cover
do you know
our
about
mouths.
wise?
I may not be smart, but I do know wisdom. Shush.
Okay, never mind.
So
Looks
let's go this
doubtful.
way into the.
Okay, so basically, there was one time at the monastery, someone decided it would be a great
Here we
idea to
go.
try and break out of the detention room where they were sent because they seemed to have a fondness for the headmaster's wine. Unfortunately, he dug under a load-bearing wall and collapsed part of the monastery on himself. Luckily, he survived. Unluckily, he had to rebuild the entire section by hand.
Your monastery at a detention room?
Yes, sometimes people were a tad bit.
How often were you in there?
Amazingly enough, I never actually went in there.
I doubt that.
Surprisingly, I don't doubt that.
Surprisingly, I don't doubt that.
But I would recommend that we cover our mouths when treading through these mushrooms. While my mother would make an amazing mushroom soup, these particular spores seem somewhat dubious.
Ah.
I'd like to.
You all get the word stinky.
Indeed.
I would like to cast my divine sense kind of through the doorway and see if there's any what is it? Fiends, undead, or celestials within 60 feet of my vision as I kind of peer through the door.
Sure. You check and you don't see any undead or anything of the sort. It looks all clear.
Okay.
What about all the way over here?
Yeah. So the best way I think is maybe we can just like buff ourselves through this room and just walk through whatever poisonous spores or whatever nefarious things we have to do. Give a bardic inspiration or a bless maybe to get through.
Well, we're
Hey,
paladins, so we can clean the disease or poison.
I'm not paladin enough to do that.
Oh,
I'm a
fine.
bard.
I'm gonna nudge Zach. Hey, give me that wand of yours.
All right. I hand him the wand.
The wand of wind. All we have to do is just thin them out, and I open up the door and cast it to thin out the spores.
Send out where? There's no vent here.
There's nothing.
Well, they're all concentrated up here in the middle of the room. So if I spread them out.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's the effects
And
aren't
then-
great.
Yep, and then he just covers up his mouth and proceeds to run on through. Actually.
All right, so
All
Zach's
right.
going to fold his hood over itself so that his pseudo dragon is fine. Cover his mouth and nose with his hand and run through as well.
All right.
Kimberly's gonna fold her beard up over her mouth and run through it.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna give bardic inspiration to the cleric, so you can roll an extra d6 on most d20 rolls,
Okay.
and then I will cover up my mouth and proceed on through.
Slightly put his fingers in his nose and held his snout shut with his other hand.
And
How's the little
Thomas and
doggy
Key,
doing?
are you also going?
Might as well. Keep will
Uh,
use part of the robes that he has to cover his mouth. Take a deep breath and gingerly walk, avoiding stepping on anything.
And Thomas, what are you doing?
Basically holding my breath and just gonna trot on through.
All right, everybody trots through the mushroom-filled room after Perot blows a gust of wind through. I need every single one of you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Hey. Hey.
Dang, that's
Oh,
pretty
thank
good
God.
rolls, guys.
Yeah.
You get
Uh,
Thomas, you have an additional
including the
d6 for
familiars?
bardic
Yeah,
inspiration if you
I'm
wanted
gonna go ahead
to.
and use it. So wow,
Hell
Ooh,
yeah.
nice.
I got me a 20 out of total.
Oh no.
Smartest person in the room. It's the lowest score.
Oh, wait,
11
do
and
I?
a 15.
yes, please roll for your dragon.
Okay. Wisdom.
Do I got to roll for the doggy?
I will roll for the doggy.
19. I forgot we have a dog with us.
Oh god.
Yep.
Makes
Patiently
sense.
waiting for more food still, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I'm patiently waiting for it to die so we can eat it.
The way this is going, it just might.
If we can't get back up, we have a food source.
All right, so
Emergency rations.
Dog's name is Paimon.
all right.
The dog's name is Danny.
Thanks
That's
to
a
the
dog's name,
preventative
Papa
measures
Doggy.
and the wind wand, everybody seems to make it through relatively unharmed, but you do have some pink residue clinging to the bottom of your clothes.
Hmm.
I do hope these watch out.
I do have some empty vials. Can I collect the spores that are sort of on my clothes already? I wear gloves. Is that a thing I can do?
I'll allow it if you
Okay.
have a vial.
I do. I have an empty vial. Empty vials are very useful. I always like to keep at least 3 on me.
Nice.
You never know when you can collect something that's sellable later.
Wow.
Of course, that's the reason.
Shit's going to blow
What
up
other
in a
reason
box
would
or something.
Pro have to keep the vials?
Yes.
So do we open this door? Because I don't think being stuck in mushroom room is a very good idea.
Yep, I will
Yeah.
kick. Who is that? Key? No,
Goddamn door open.
I'll kick Zach 9000 off my back and into the door.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
It's like he
All
keeps
right.
trying to crawl up on my back, and I keep like swatting him down.
So as you enter the room, you see in one corner what seems to be a water well, and in the other corner there seems to be a big cauldron. There also seems to be an entire wall of electricity with some crystals stopping you from proceeding any further.
Ooh, I resist electricity. I could maybe just walk through and not die. Too bad.
Go for it.
If you die, I'll feed you to the dog.
What
If
do
we can even get his body back.
what do these holes look like?
I'm sorry.
First, before people decide to just walk through the obvious lightning trap.
Yes. Before we
Zitharax is already walking towards it.
Oh, God.
Where
I'm
do
just gonna
these
grab his
holes-
tail and pull it back a bit.
As I
Uh,
said, one is a water well, the other is a cauldron, and you can see a little bit of engraving that's covered in dust, and it says, "We live for the water must drip," and that is all.
Oh,
Alright,
got the
so
drip.
probably get
before Rex steps into the lightning, he is going to grab him by the shoulder and say, before we create a shocking situation, let's see if we can avoid any unnecessary damage. That's the start of bad vibes, my friend.
I'd like to take my handkerchief and dip it into the water in the water well and wring it out above the cauldron.
Okay. So as you bring out the water into the cauldron, you see the crystals dim just a little bit before going back to full raging lightning.
more water. Can I inspect the water well? Is there a rope with a bucket?
There is no rope or bucket.
Cauldron produced lightning, or what happened?
Is
I got
there is the
He-
cauldron like something we could pick up and carry, or no? Or is it like mounted to the floor?
It is quite heavy. It is a large metal iron cauldron, about
Okay.
the size of a regular human.
Is the water that I put in the cauldron still in there, or did it evaporate? Sort of.
It's still in there, but it barely filled anything. It looks more like just droplets on the bottom.
I figured.
I'm gonna-
is the water in the well like drinkable? Does it look
Well, that's what Med is currently attempting to find out.
If you would like Met to check it out,
No, as in Med is currently leaned over attempting to drink it because kind of thirsty.
got it.
my
So just
gosh.
going for it.
Oh no, Matt!
wait, can I do a medicine check on the water?
It
actually
seems
have
the
proficiency
dragon
in
has
that.
already drank it, but you can go right ahead.
Well, I mean, the dragon could be made of sterner stuff than us.
Go ahead. Make the medicine check.
Dragons
19.
usually are.
Nice. So you do see that this is drinkable water, although it does seem to shimmer a little bit oddly compared to other water.
Ah,
Well, it does
I'll
appear
stick
to
to my
be
bits.
drinkable, a slightly odd. I would not recommend emptying out our water skins into the other cauldron and refilling them here. Does anyone happen to have a bowl, or shall we be using our hands?
I use my water skin that I have.
Yeah, I was like, someone empty out their water skin and use it to transfer.
I
I
empty
will
my
stick
water
to my
skin in the
bits.
cauldron.
All right. So as you
In
dip,
the cauldron? You mean the well?
Oh, the cauldron.
What? The cauldron
No,
has nothing in
the
it.
water in the cauldron. It has the.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I was supposed to say
So
what?
as you pour the water into the cauldron, you see it kind of dissipates into mist.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
so
good.
it's
Now
gonna
that
be
you
the
have an empty
shimmering water.
Yeah. Now that you have an empty water skin, we can just go ahead and transfer it.
I begin doing so.
So as you dip your water skin into the well, something very odd and mysterious happens. Your water skin stays flat and it will not fill. It's as you are putting it into air.
That's weird because I used my handkerchief to absorb it. I guess it just doesn't flow.
I
Perhaps.
I try to like get some with my hands and see if I can just take it out with my cupping my hands.
Lizard paws.
Yeah. Claws and all.
So as you dip your fingers in, you can see as you lift your claws out of the water, the water almost just stays at the top of the level of the well and goes no further in.
I take a rock and cast light on it and drop it in there.
Okay. So it's not a very deep well. It's only about 3 feet deep. It does
Okay.
give a very nice, wonderful, beautiful shimmer now, though.
Excellent.
Almost as tall as
Oh,
Kimberly.
that is lovely.
How big is the cauldron? Should we put the cauldron in the well?
No, they
It weighs
seem to
like
be equal size.
Okay.
and it's
Drat.
like super big.
Can I check Slightly's water skin, see if it's wet at least? See if, like, when he dipped it into the water, it got wet, but nothing flowed into it.
I think you could ask him if he saw that.
Hey, Zithrax, let me see that water skin of yours that seems to be empty. I can refill it for you.
That would be great.
Alright, so I take
As-
his water skin.
as,
I
as you
check.
as you look at the water skin, it appears to be bone dry.
Strange.
I'm gonna.
Now
I'm gonna
Peru's just weirdly looking at his handkerchief.
I'm gonna ask Perot if I can take the pink residue and pour it into a water skin and see if I can put water in there now.
No.
No. So I take out my water
The
skin
most
now.
live, like,
It's gotta
no.
be
And
something.
then
It's gotta be something with the. It's gotta be something with the mushroom. I'm gonna go out and grab a mushroom. No,
Oh,
I
no.
seriously am. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab this mushroom right here.
I need
Well,
you to
have
make
to
a
make
wisdom
another wisdom
throw.
saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. I'm gonna do it.
You
Oh,
got to
shit.
get high.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
You you take 6 points of toxic damage.
Oh wait, you're a dwarf. You resist poison shit. You're good. No worries.
Yeah,
It's
you should
toxic.
only
Well,
take half damage.
Oh,
So
toxic.
half.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's not poisonous. It's not like a lasting effect. It's just like hazardous.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So do I still grab it?
Yeah, you have it. You just took damage for it.
Okay. I'm gonna go put it in the well.
I think this is a bad idea. I don't think you should
Perot
do that,
steps- Perot steps
Kimberly.
back.
I want
Well,
to
No,
be
no,
over
no.
here.
it
No,
needs water
no.
from.
Go
It
ahead.
needs
Let
water
her
from.
have at it.
I'm
It
getting
needs
front
water
row
from there. We
seats.
can't take water out of there, so I don't know.
I mean, I just did.
We could have tested this with clothing that was unafflicted by these spores. Just say.
I asked Perot and she said no. So
We
You
all
realize
had it
that
on
we
our.
are a party of more than one, correct?
I know, but I wanted the dust that was already captured so I could put it in the water.
Or I could just stick my foot in it.
He just dusted himself off. You're still covered in yourself and in your beard.
I want to see what happens.
I did too. I got front row
Yeah,
seats,
that's
bro.
that's where Perot's at this point. He's like backed up as far as he can. He's like, no, let her have at it.
I'll just hang out with Perot on this one.
I'm
Like,
looking
all right,
over the well with interest.
I'm just going to hang out with Perot and just like, okay.
Okay.
He,
Yeah,
he
throw it
looks
in there.
over at.
Throw it in there.
Oh my god! Go ahead.
Throw it in there.
Okay,
If we're all gonna die, we're all gonna die.
Okay.
Well, thanks for coming by,
Next to
Chad. This
light.
is a TPK now.
You throw the toxic mushroom into the water, tinging it a murky pink now.
Oh, no.
Okay, now can I
Well,
grab?
now it's not drinkable anymore.
Don't
Oh,
worry
we've
about that.
established that.
Okay,
We've established that it's not drinkable anymore.
now Zithrax, put your water skin back in there. See if it'll transfer.
I can make it drinkable.
I do so.
As you stick your water skin into the shining, murky pink water, you seem to have the same problem. The water skin is still flat and doesn't fill.
Okay,
All
well
right, now
there
give me
goes
a water
that
skin. so I
idea.
can refill it.
I am out of ideas. I will walk through this field.
Oh,
Hold on, hold on.
Hold my
Oh.
friend. Hold my friend.
I grab his tail and pull him back.
I have an idea.
Hey,
Cleanse the water, I guess.
Key,
No, that's not my idea.
Yes, my friend.
can I borrow your shirt?
Yes,
I
you
mean-
can.
You said you'd give me the shirt off your back, so.
Yes, you can. I will need it back at some point for the sake of modesty, but yes, here you go.
That's part of my idea.
He's going
Does
to take off
he
his.
have any sick tattoos?
Yes, actually, he does. He is both of his arms and his chest are covered in traditional orc tribal tattoos.
Ooh.
Perot looks over, nice ink, and then he starts absorbing the water with Key's shirt. Oh, nice.
Thank you kindly. These are the traditional art of my mom's side of the family.
I didn't ask for that info. Met wags his tail a little bit. Wow.
I'm glad you approve.
Meanwhile, I'm filling Izitharak's water skin with booze. I told her I was gonna refill it. I just didn't have water on me.
No.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Does the shirt absorb the water like it did with my handkerchief?
So as you sink the shirt into the water and draw it back out, it does seem to hold water just as your handkerchief did.
Perfect.
Time to take a dive.
So we all got to get naked and put our in the water.
I can just do it at a time.
For the sake
I
of,
can make it.
sake of modesty, how about we let Perot do it?
Perot takes off their shirts? Question mark?
Bro is a guy. First
Oh,
off.
sorry.
I'm gonna open up my sack and just like throw some traveling clothes on the ground.
Perfect.
You just
Nice.
have these lying around.
Doesn't everybody?
You didn't ask.
I'm something of a minimalist, so I really don't have that many spare changes of clothes.
That is
How many?
fine. At home, it was normal.
Yeah.
My spare clothes is all
Very
burnt up in my house.
Thinks about it. How often do Dragonborn shit themselves again?
Oh my god!
Carry a second pair of pants with you. Peru asking all the big Dragonborn questions here. Do they have dicks? Why do they carry around 2 pairs of pants?
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm guessing while we're having this discussion, Pero's just putting
Yeah,
order.
he's transferring.
Perfect, because that takes quite a long time. And you finally get the cauldron about half filled, and suddenly the lights on the crystals start to dim. You do a few more squeezes from the shirt, and the trap totally dissipates. There's no more electricity.
Oh,
Action.
Friend, you didn't have to walk through it.
How did I stumble across the answer immediately?
But yeah. It just kind of happened. Also, where'd Perot go?
oh, I see. We're supposed to.
This is why you
I see.
are awesome, Perot.
Okay, so before you guys move on, can we take a small 5-minute break?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Amazing.
Just have one. Oh.
I know, it's time flies by when you're having fun.
That was
Cree
slightly
also-
fun, though.
Cree also needs a bathroom break, so actually I'm very glad for this one.
Same with
Yeah.
Kolo.
Oh, give me some more water.
All right, whoever isn't going, entertain chat. If no one's here, chat, entertain yourselves.
There's like a new game coming out. It's Among Us, but 3D. I kind of want it. It's free to play.
Yeah, I heard about it.
What's it called?
It is called Unfortunate Spaceman.
Oh,
I wanna-
I am back.
If I wanted to
Welcome
play
back.
Among Us, I'd just have you go back to Grandma's house and have her die again.
Yeah, right. That was
All right.
Yeah,
So
Peru just did the equivalent of hiding an event.
let's get back to it then. So you
Ooh.
just disarmed the lightning trap by soaking up water into the t-shirt and putting it into the cauldron. As you stare down this very large, very metal tube, you hear an echoing of a loud pounding of footsteps, like kerplunk, kerplunk. Seems to be wet and large.
A solid spirit I've ever heard.
You hear loud grunting
So they're mating.
They're mating.
God, we just went
As
over this,
from-
you guys.
As from a very large beast that is hungry.
Mm.
Oh my.
Can I
Puppy-
have my
Puppy,
shirt
make
back,
sure you
please?
get back.
Yes, I was going to. We set off into descriptions. Yeah, before we set off down the way, Perot was going to use prestidigitation to both unspore and unwet Genki's shirt before handing it back to him.
Okay.
Much obliged, my friend. Much
Nice.
obliged. Modesty has been restored, and he will put his shirt back on.
Didn't think you
I
were
should
the
take off my
modest
shirt
type.
just to mess with the monk.
Amazingly enough, you would be surprised at how modest my mother actually is.
Until you look at like Perot's outfit, where he's wearing like the deepest V-neck in the history of the world.
It goes all the way down to his belly button.
I'm going to take this moment to cast heroism on myself.
All right.
Nice.
And that is going to give me some HP, temporary HP, because it seems like we might be getting into a situation where I might want temporary HP.
Ain't fair.
All right.
I'm gonna tell the little doggy, stay back here. Don't go anywhere. And I'm
Tell
gonna lay
it
down
sit.
another little bit of rations, so he stays there eating the rations.
Okay.
Lightning
Dog, you
comes
don't
back
get
on,
hurt.
kills the dog.
No, the dog's right here. The dog's right
Roast,
here.
Got it. Dog.
roasted and electrifying.
Just the Rex, if you eat my dog, I'm gonna rip your tail off and feed it to you.
But if it was already dead. I will be weary of eating your livestock.
Right?
Like as we're going, do you not have concepts of pets?
We do, but they look like your winged lizard.
Winged lizard.
Matt just
Ah,
up his nose. He doesn't like it.
And
As
even
we're
then,
walking-
we eat them when they perish.
Oh god. As we're walking down, can those of us with dark vision see anything coming up? Because I believe we have further field of view than anyone who's going off of the light spell.
Yeah.
So, as the party heads down the large tunnel, talking about these various things, you can see a little bit ahead, and you see straight in front of you. As soon as I get the right tool, ta-da!
40 feet.
You see a
50.
large jumping spider peeking out from underneath a table at the very far corner of the room.
How large?
Of a table?
How large?
It is about
Spider.
2.5 feet wide and about 1.5 feet tall.
That's too big. Mm-mm.
Onward,
Hmm.
trusty steed.
That
I
is
yell as I
a
It's
jump
about the
large
onto
size
spider.
of a large dog, if that makes it any more clear.
Or
Yeah.
Zitharax drools a little bit.
Zitharax is
And
hungry.
his cat.
Zitharax is just as hungry as the dog.
It has been some time since I've had fried spider leg, I must admit. Unfortunately, I don't think these are the type that my mother cultivated, so probably best not to. In any event, I don't believe this was what was making that large clanking sound. Perot, are you quite all right, my friend? You seem somewhat pale.
Little green around the gills there, yeah.
Arachnophobia.
Do you have gills?
Oh my god.
No. We don't
Yeah.
have gills. We're sponge people. Remember?
Oh god.
I am surprised.
No, they're vestigial. They're vestigial. I can't use them underwater.
Weird.
That's a shame.
Do you have gills, my scaly friend?
Unfortunately, no.
I like that you
makes
couldn't
sense.
keep that one up. You almost fucking died.
Key's just gonna look at Perot. Arachnophobia?
No, I just don't.
No.
No, I just don't like them that big.
That's fair. I remember one time at the monastery, one of the initiates decided to try and prank a professor who
Can
had
someone kill it already?
I'm not shooting at it. You can go take care of it.
Zitharax is keen on killing it before his spell runs out. We can't see you. We can't see you over here, by the way.
Is everyone
Yeah,
entering
you-
now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. As you enter into the cavern, you see that it is a much bigger, vaster cavern than the previous. In one corner, you see a tiny, wrong one, my bad, other one. Another tiny spider underneath another broken table that it seems to have called home. And in the middle stands a giant, towering orc.
There's so
Oh,
many.
normal one.
An orc.
Now, that seems to be the thing that made the sounds.
I think you might need to remove the shadow. Fog of War.
Yeah, we can't
I
see
did
anything.
reveal areas like 5 times. I'm sorry.
I think you're on another map page, and
that
we're
might
still on
be
the previous one.
true.
Or you're on a different map layer.
I pulled you guys. It's being dumped. There you are.
Ah.
Ta-da!
Ah.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
look at the spiders! Are so
Look at
cute.
those
Oh, they're so cute, little spiders.
Do you guys know what jumping spiders are?
Yes.
Yeah, spiders to jump.
Okay, Kobo.
Listen,
Wow.
that's terrifying enough on its own. I mean, they jump in the air. What is this?
Flying spiders. Duh.
Yeah.
Spiders IRL.
And I need
Creep offense speeder is IRL.
and if you guys are just rushing into the room, I need you guys to roll initiative.
I
Oh,
just want to put
I
our
was
tokens on.
about to say I actually speak Orcish, so I could try and talk to this guy.
We can try to talk
Yeah.
to him while we roll initiative.
True.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
11. Not my best. It's not completely terrible. I hope.
Oh,
Oh no!
Well, crap. I just have bad luck with initiative rolls.
Indeed.
Okay, then
legitimately, I
Hopefully
have-
you can talk it out. Hope.
That's if you guys don't arrange it by the time we get to my turn.
I thought we were doing it while we were rolling.
Yeah, you
initiative.
can do it while we roll initiative.
That way we don't have to do it in turn order.
Okay, well in that case, Key is going to look at this orc, and in Orcish, she's going to say, "Well met, brother."
are we related?
Well, I mean, orcs are all orcs, kind of like they're all created by the same god. So
Oh
technically,
no, I just imagine like an orc. Are we related?
Brother, is that you?
I couldn't
I haven't seen you in years.
Johnny?
help it.
Johnny, is that you? Are you from the 4th Infantry?
Oh my god!
Did they call in reinforcements?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
So he just kind of looks up at you and grunts and looks very, very angry and about to charge.
Ooh.
Oh, lovely. I exit the
You're not a
room.
smart orc, huh?
I exit the room. But this sounds like a job for Mr. Optimism. He leaves room.
All right.
Don't worry,
Keys-
Genki. I did the puzzle solving. You guys do the punching.
That's what we're here for.
Key is going to look at him and say, I am Genki, son of... Frick, I never actually named my mom. I don't know what to say for
Trisha
it.
sounds
Trisha.
fun.
That's an orky name, all right.
You could say like son of the optimistic monastery.
With orcs, I would think it would be like the parent's name that actually holds weight in the tribe that you're from. I just can't think of a good orc, female orc name at the moment.
So is this a large orc? Like large?
Very
use-
large.
Just use
Oh,
baggy
shit.
like Yancha.
You know what? Fuck it, why not?
Bro just realized, this is a half orc talking to a full orc who is potentially pretty tribal and also feral. I'm leaving. Turn that so quickly.
I am Genki, son of Jan, of the gray skin tribe of the mountains. What hails you from?
He looks at you sideways, and he just grunts, "Small."
One of these.
Somehow I get the feeling diplomacy will not be getting us anywhere. He seems to be the type of bad-vibed orc that judges people on size.
Are you a little
Well-
salty? Is that what it is? You just don't like being called small?
Well, size matters.
Ooh.
All right.
Kimberly looked at you and
Unfortunately,
said,
he does have
"What
a
are you
point in
talking
regards
about?"
to orcish culture.
Not that kind of size, Kimberly. Not that
The
size
orc
of one's
starts
beard,
charging.
kind
In
of.
Orcus...
Zach, it's your turn.
My turn. Is it
Okay.
Dark rolled the highest?
I think I rolled the highest. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
said. Zigzag rolled.
I have an
You didn't
18.
have it in order.
I clicked it.
There we go.
I'm just
There
too
we
high
go.
tonight. There we go. So, Zithrax,
Hey, look at that. I
It's
actually
charging
got the
straight
forward
for
of the
you.
scooters.
what are you gonna do?
I raise up my sword so that it runs into my sword,
Peril.
and I am going to sword it.
Oh my.
Ooh,
2020.
20.
And then I'm
2020. How was it
going
going?
to smite it with my sword. So long as I hit, I just assume I do.
Yes, you do.
That is going to be
19 slashing.
19 points
Whoa.
of damage,
Damage.
total 13 slashing, 6 radiant.
That's some damage.
And then I am going to, let's see. Who's probably the most important to buff here?
It's me. I picked up a protection spell or protection ability, whatever you want to call it. So it's going to hit me from now on.
All right. Then in that case, I'll give you a bardic inspiration.
You better
and-
appreciate these bardic inspirations. You only got to get them for 2 levels.
That's true. And then I'm going to move over here so long as I don't take opportunity attacks.
Not yet. He's still
He's still trying to run at us.
yeah.
All right. Well, then I move here.
You like ran past him and sliced him down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is going to be my turn.
All right. After
All right,
he does
Kimmy.
that super cool stabby move and dash, let's have Kimberly.
All right. So I picked up because I was looking over my thing. So this is when a creature you see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose a disadvantage.
Ooh.
So that's one of my protection. It's called a protection ability out of one of my fighting styles.
Yeah.
So I picked that up. So if it goes to attack anyone else, I get a chance of opportunity, right?
My understanding is that if Kai were to be like right next to you and the orc attacks him, you could jump in with your shield and like kind of block it a little bit.
Oh, okay. So,
So
that's
it
okay.
would take the worst of the 2 rolls that
Yeah.
the NPC took.
Which means, by the way, everybody, if you want to be in combat, stay next to Kimberly. Especially Kai and Perot if you know you're going to take a hit.
God damn it.
Or Zach.
Okay.
Where is
So I'm going to roll to attack with my single hand 7. Nope.
Oof.
It does not hit.
Don't you have to have a shield for that?
Yeah, I have a single-handed mace plus a
Yeah, it's
shield.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yep. It just means that you won't be able to attack two-handed unless you put away your shield.
Yeah. That's why I've only been swinging once, because I've had the shield on the other hand.
Mhm.
Wonderful.
Okay. So that ends my turn.
Thomas.
Thomas, the
Alright.
CDC.
Tomas.
Is Thomas also scatting while trying to figure out what to do?
Bless. The bless. Bless.
You blessed the orc?
No,
that
because
was Kim and
Zach 9000. It's right on top of the orc somehow.
I'm over here.
No, yeah, there are 2 squares to the left.
On my screen still, I guess it's bugged out. He's
Yeah.
on top of the orc.
So just who are you blessing?
I'm going to bless Kimberly, Zach 9000, and Azithrax. And you know what? I'm actually going to cast it as a level 2, so I can get a key in there too.
Nice.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
And that's my action. As a bonus action, you're going to have to give me. Nah, that's it. I'm just going to do it that, so I'll do it level 2. That's all. That's all I'm going to do.
All
And then I'm
right.
going to stand right where I am.
On to
All right.
Zach.
So it's my turn. I don't know what bless does, but okay. I'm gonna go right here, I think.
There,
Yeah,
now I can see what
no.
Bless does.
Yeah, that.
It gives you a D4.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
On most D20 rolls.
And I'm gonna
Fact-
use
factor
chill
saves.
touch.
Not skills.
Ah, really? Huh.
Because there's like 2 different cantrips for that too, huh? Like one
Yeah.
of them's for
Yeah.
Yeah, I always get confused with all
or
the
one of them's
buffs.
for skills, one of them's for saving throws.
I just assumed all those buff skills were just any D20, like with exception of like death saves, maybe.
I should
No,
probably.
saving throws are death saves, so you can use your bless for your death save.
Because it is a
There we go.
saving throw.
That's
Saving
good
throw.
to know. All right.
Really? I
Does
thought it was
that
just roll a
hit?
D20, no bonuses, nothing. I guess it is a death save.
Yeah, you can use inspiration and bless for death saves, which is super
Oh
weird.
god.
I think it kind of depends on the individual GM, though, to be honest.
I will
Yeah,
allow
probably.
it.
Yeah.
I'm
Just seems
so
weird
confused.
too.
as
The
to
It says
GM,
saving
the
throw.
GM has spoken. I will allow it. That's the end of the story. Zach, what are you gonna do?
I use chill touch.
Hmm.
What does that do?
So if it hits, they take a 1d8 necrotic damage and can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn. And the hand clings onto that target until that happens.
All right, and 18.
Oh, and it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against me until the end of my next turn again. Does 18 hit?
Yes, indeed.
Nice.
Nice.
Do you wanna tell us how this chill touch does the damage to the orc?
So basically, I reach out my hand, the crystal in my hand that glows a bit, and a not giant, but skeletal hand comes out of mine, grabbing onto the orc's arm and starts dealing damage to him from his arm. So now he has 6 necrotic damage from that.
Nice.
Wonderful. And your token seems to be a little off for me too now. Can you just click where you are on the map for me? And that's by the spider in the bottom corner?
Yeah.
How do you touch the orc from there?
It's
Chill
range
touch
attack
has
roll.
range.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
it's-
100.
It's a big
I-
What?
range.
Yeah, it's
That's-
120
That's
feet.
very
20 feet.
misleading name.
Yeah. You'll
Yeah, I
spend
know,
the
It should
right?
be
It is a
called
very
like chill
misleading name.
reach, okay?
well the
It's
Chill
the
caress.
skeletal hand that's
Yeah, it's a-
supposed to touch it.
yeah, you shoot a floaty hand at him.
You should. I love that. Oh, that's one of my favorites now. Okay, it's now time for the big bad's turn. He is going to turn to Kim and raise his giant club up above his head, and it swings, barely missing you and smashing into the floor next to you.
Perfect.
Hey,
You were just short enough it missed.
Ooh.
Yeah, keep making short jokes.
Careful.
I'm the tall dwarf. Remember that.
Kimberly has a short temper. Be careful.
Oh,
And he
moved-
stumbles back a couple feet.
do we get opportunity attacks?
Yes.
Nice.
All right,
I
Kimberly,
should
Zithrax.
get one too, right?
Do it.
Because I was
Mhm,
in the
yep,
center of
You
it.
were,
right?
you
Yeah.
were, you were both on him.
Durable finds. 12 and
What
a 5. You rolled a natural
Wow.
one.
All right.
Isn't there something about a natural one, slightly?
You always miss. Some DMs will have like fumble tables and crit tables, but I don't think we can do that here.
No, for a paladin spell, if I roll a 1 or a 2,
Oh no, I don't think so. That's probably an
I
old
don't think so either.
edition.
It's probably at higher levels, if anything.
Or an old edition that you played.
yeah, probably 3.5.
Probably.
Yeah. 3.5 sounds like it might have something funky like that.
Or 4. 4 has funky stuff all over.
Oh yeah, 4's a little funky
All
too.
right. Well,
Does a 12
so
hit?
12 does indeed hit.
Excellent. 13 slashing.
Plus 7 for what?
7 was the
Oh, that
crit.
was in that was in
Yes.
case he crit.
So it does 13 slashing damage, and
13 slashing.
that's actually a pretty big chunk. You're taking some pretty big slashes out of his arms and his chest.
What can I say? I'm hungry.
Oh, God.
All right, that brings us on to Perot.
Hello. So I'm gonna see that fighting has broken out, or as the fighting is broken out, and there's a big cluster going on in the middle. Perot just sort of kneels down, calmly takes out his crossbow, loads it, aims his sights on about 6 seconds. So just fires. Although I am a little upset that I don't get my bonus now.
Yeah, I was actually
bro.
like, this was like a small brain play from the orc to stumble back, but then it was kind of big brain because you don't get sneak attack.
I'll get sneak attack next. You watch.
14.
14. Does a 14 hit?
Indeed, it does.
Okay. Ignore the sneak attack damage, so that's 5 piercing damage.
Now, what we don't see is back over here and around the corner is Illithid controlling the orc.
Ooh, I'm down for that.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I have no idea what that is, but I think I should be responding with "bite your damn tongue."
All right, so that 5 piercing damage actually brings him 2 bloodied.
Wow. Okay.
Ooh.
Dang, 13, 5, 6,
Hmm.
and another 6. Dang, it's got a lot of hit points.
You.
Not anymore. You don't.
Yeah. Well, it's only one guy against all it was.
All right.
Time for some
Well,
key.
let's
And
see how
is,
much the spiders do.
Is that the end of your turn? Perot.
Yes.
All right, on to Key.
Time to teach you some manner and proper etiquette. Even for an orc, you should always name your clan. He is going to rush forward, right in front of the orc. You're not wrong. Yeah, he is going to first make a swing with the Staff of Good Vibes.
All right.
Nat 20!
It does indeed hit.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
So that is 9 bludgeoning damage.
And how do you deal this bludgeoning damage?
Well, if
Knock
it's
his
enough
teeth
to
out.
end him, then it'll be a flurry of blows if he's still standing, and I got a bonus attack with his name on it.
All right.
Nah.
Well, let's see what you got next.
All right. Well,
He's
in that
still
case,
alive.
I will use my my bonus action to. I guess that would be flurry of blows for the bonus action attack.
If that's what your thing says, yes.
$18.
18 does indeed hit.
Nice.
Nice.
I thought you were gonna say
Don't you get,
doesn't hit. I was like,
don't you get
Ready?
2 attacks for flurry of blows?
So I have a bonus action that can make another unarmed strike.
Okay. Well, that's not flurry of blows. That's a different.
You might be thinking of that one monk subclass. Don't you have like space hands that shoot things?
I do, but I have to burn 2 key points to summon it.
I see.
Oh, okay. So you just decided to name your bonus action attack the exact same name as a different subclass feature.
Oh god.
Every time.
Oh wow. Anyways, that's an additional 6 damage.
Well, all monks get flurry of blows. I think the subclass
Okay.
bonus adds an additional attack.
yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's just one attack.
Yeah.
It's all right.
9, 6.
Does-
That's 15 damage collectively. Is he still alive or?
He is
Yeah.
still standing.
Okay.
I like that
so
show.
Key will look at this guy, take his staff, aim it like a pool stick, hit the orc straight in the nuts. As the orc bows down in pain, he then shoryukens its chin up and shouts, "Positivity!" and does a full spin and everything.
Wonderful.
It's like Ryuk fighting. Except he yells positivity when he does that.
And with that, I will end my turn.
Wonderful. All right. That brings us to the tiny little spiders.
Little spooters.
Right.
Little
Tiny.
spooters.
Or one was tiny, one was giant.
They're so cute. What are the
They're
chances
both
they
the
do?
size of a large dog.
Yeah. Tiny
And they're
is
very
subjective.
fuzzy.
Can I keep it?
Oh my god.
You could try, I
And
guess.
this other act doesn't eat it first.
It isn't the
Well,
first
what do you
time
think I
y'all
want it
run
for?
around with livestock.
Oh god.
Okay.
What do
It's
the
spiders.
spooters do?
Yeah, what do the spiders do?
All right. So these spiders do a webbed attack, hitting Zach and Key.
Ooh.
Forgot webbed attack.
And that
Exist.
restrains you. You need to make a DC strength saving throw.
Wait,
Oh.
Dexterity?
Yeah, no, strength. I said strength.
Oh,
Strength-
no,
oh,
that's,
strength.
that's bad.
Listen.
A
That's bad.
Strength,
Bad
a
for me.
strength saving throw, you say?
Is
Yes.
10 good?
Don't forget you're blessed.
Probably
Oh, but yeah,
not.
I'm gonna use my
Extra
blast.
D4.
Okay.
How about
Oh,
that
I
strength
forgot about
19?
blast.
How about that 19?
The 19 saves you.
Yeah, boy!
Does a 13 save?
A 13 barely saves you. You just dodge the spider webs coming at you.
Yeah, boy! Miss me with those bad vibes.
And that ends the spider's turn.
Yeah, don't forget, guys. Everybody except for Perot and me, the centaur, are blessed.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna save it for an attack roll, but
Well,
never
it's
mind.
not
I
just a
needed
one
that.
roll. It's lasts for a
It's-
minute.
Oh, that's a whole minute?
Yeah.
It's every roll in the next 10 rounds, pretty much.
Yep.
You can have
Pretty
less.
much.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Nice.
And we're
Alright,
back
that
up to
works a lot better.
Air Zithrax.
Wow. I see now why this orc stumbled around. That's very cool. Zitharax is going to move up over here and go for the bop attack.
Okay.
14.
14.
14 does hit.
11.
That's
11 damage.
11 slashing damage.
All right. Well, that brings the orc to a very bloodied condition. You can see he's just dripping.
Excellent.
He got that drip.
And I'll keep on my bardic inspirations. That ends my turn.
Wonderful.
We got to kill this orc before it attacks the webbed people with advantage, by the way.
Yep.
I think they got out of it. I don't think anybody.
Yeah,
actually
we got out of
whipped.
it, didn't we?
It missed me.
Oh, that's right. Never
Yep.
mind. It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
They're safe for now. Can
For
Yeah,
now.
we're safe for now.
We can still squish it before it, like, does some damage.
Hit it with a 20. Hitting the orc for 20.
Soft one.
That does indeed hit.
And damage
Oof.
3.
You know what? That is actually enough to kill this orc. Please describe how this bludgeoning damage does him in.
I hit him right across the hip, and it just knocks him straight down, and he keels over flat on his face.
I love it.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Okay, so I was going from right here. That's 15. 10. Right there. In my turn.
All right. And as the orc falls to the ground, you see the spiders kind of flinch, and then they seem to disappear into the dark underneath the broken tables.
Oh.
Darn you monsters. I was gonna come here and you.
Are we
I
out
mean,
of?
you still can. You know where they are.
Are we
Oh,
out
I
of
thought they were.
combat, or are we
I
still
thought there
in
was like a
combat?
hole in there.
And that will bring us to the end of combat.
Oh, so let's go attack the
Go check-
spiders.
Yeah, go check the spider hole. I'm gonna stay here.
Right here. Roll investigation.
Oh my god.
I do the same over here. Although my investigation might not be that great, so
I only got 10, so we both got 10.
we both got 10.
Don't forget. Wait, don't forget. Oh no, that's skill checks. Never mind.
Yeah. No bless on that.
So
Mm-mm.
you both pick up one side of the broken table and peer underneath, and you just see a small half-foot hole.
Do
No
we want to
spiders.
risk it?
Zitharax, your dinner left you.
Not if I can help it.
Oh, no.
Hold on, Izzy.
Runs over.
Hold on, Izzy. Just give me a second. Imagine Dragons, you up for it?
Can I
Imagine
search
Dragons.
the orc body?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
with you on
Go
searching
ahead.
the orc body.
Investigation.
Dude, let's do a perception. It doesn't have a lot to it.
Oh.
Persuasion.
Wrong one.
That's
That's persuasion.
persuasion.
Oh,
We're looking for
persuasion.
perception. It's okay. There's still a chance.
Ooh.
Worse.
You do just see the
You rolled
very-
5 both times.
the very skimpy orc armor that just didn't cover his nuts, obviously.
Do I have to have Perot live with the fact that he just saw orc nuts?
Can I do
I don't know. You're in the tunnel. I'm gonna leave that up to you.
Cool.
Can I try?
Yes, go ahead.
Thanks.
16.
Oh, good job.
All right. So you search around in the orc's filthy pockets, and you find some clumps of dirt and some big like giant branches that were sticking out, as well as a dagger.
Ooh, those branches are probably worth a lot.
The mind of a DM right there.
To
Those
Zithrax,
branches are
maybe.
Those branches are probably dipped in gold. He doesn't even know
Which
it.
the branches be like magic. Like they have +3.
All right. Cool. I found me a dagger.
How big is this hole again? Where the spiders disappeared into?
Like, just slightly larger than your hand spread out.
I'm gonna poke my sword in there and see if it gets anything. You know, just kind of.
You poke your sword in there, and it comes out just filthy with dirt.
There's a
Got some
thorax.
dirt and webbing on there.
Or Zithrax feels very bad. I'd like to. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go. You go.
Key is going to walk over to Kimberly and show her the daggers. Like, while I doubt there are any nefarious parts to it, would you be so kind as to take a quick vibe check of this dagger?
All right. What do you want me to roll?
You can do a Arcana check if you'd like.
11.
As you look over the dagger, there doesn't appear to be anything special about it. There seems to be some gunk on the tip. You can conclude that maybe it was the orc's toothpick.
Blech.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
it's,
The booger picker.
Meanwhile, I'm still trying to fish out a freaking spider.
yeah, it's the booger picker of this orc. Get that shit away from me. I don't need it.
Hmm.
Dirty
I'll
up
clean
my
it up
armor.
and give it a good blade, so we'll
He used that to
see.
clean his bum.
Okay.
I'd
I
like to.
think
Go
I
ahead.
say give it to Perot. She could probably do something with it.
Pro's a he. Pro's a he.
I keep.
No.
Sorry.
I think technically that's a simple weapon, so I actually would be able to use that.
Yeah, sure.
nothing
All
considered.
Take the ass knife.
So while you guys discuss this, is it okay if we take another quick break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, sure. Give me the ass.
Ass knife.
Yeah, sure. Let him have the ass knife. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, change the damage to necrotic.
You see, when it cuts them, it gives them an infection.
Right.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
Oh boy. Oh jeez. Oh gosh.
Oh,
Pearl's just slowly getting scarred for life.
I will be right back.
This eye of mine has seen things that you can talk about.
Pretty soon, Pearl's gonna lose those eyes.
Key looks over at Pros like, could you do that press to digi thing to this real quick?
I just look over at Perot and be like, beware the twitch. The twitch. As my eye twitches when when Key says to press the digi thing. The
I
twitch.
touch.
I need to take off my headphones while I'm drinking, so I don't. Yes.
You just see Perot's eye just dart back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. He's just like, I ain't touching that.
The twitch.
Do you actually have to touch something to use prestidigitation on it?
Yes, it's a range of touch.
Oh god.
Beware the twitch.
Beware the twitch.
At
As
least
soon
as far as I'm aware.
as you said beware the twitch, I almost spat out the Gatorade I was about to drink. I was about to drink. I was drinking out of the Gatorade. All I heard was twitch.
Beware the twitch.
That's why I said I should probably take off my headphones when I'm about to drink something.
I like that I can soil an object. Like I can just pass by some uppity noble and make him fucking filthy.
Yeah, but you got a range of 10 foot. You can press the digit without touching.
Zach, joke's on you. I'm already filthy.
My father was a fighter. He always said, "Never let a weapon go unused."
What?
I do like the fact that as long as I can cast magic, I don't actually I may not need a lockpicking kit.
You may not need
got
a
a
what?
point there.
I can conjure my own lockpicks using Prestidigity.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
I didn't ever think
hilarious.
about that. I never thought about that. That's really cool.
Because you can make a non-magical trinket that can fit in your hand. So
Does lockpicks count as a tool though, or as a trinket?
it's non-magical, it can fit in your hand.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm not arguing.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. I never thought about that.
DM will allow it.
It only lasts until my next turn, so it's not permanent.
Well, yeah, I just never thought about that. That's all I'm saying. I thought
Prestidigity can be very useful.
Yeah, no, seriously.
But it's all in how you use it. It's like minor illusion. Prestidigity and minor illusion are pretty much only as useful as you can think of.
Yeah, you got to be inventive.
Yep.
So not Zach.
He'd only be able to get through like simple locks that way, because I'm certain that anything that's has a DC higher than like 10 would require like a
I
specialized.
built the key to this door. Why pick the lock when you can just unlock it?
Making cute sounds.
That's his
Ready, go. Ready, go.
Oh my god, you are
Aw.
fucking adorable.
That's his verboten. Moving on. What do we see through this pipe? Is it indeed a mind flayer?
Oh, before we move on, can I ask the DM a question?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
These skeletons, are they roughly goblin-sized?
Yeah, they're a little bit smaller than human.
Excellent. I'm going to assume that this is where the goblins who have been disappearing too.
You monster!
The belly of the orc.
Ooh.
And also, does it look like this orc has just been like tearing apart goblins? How old is this blood?
It's despite what the map looks like, it's quite oxidized and brown and dark.
Okay. Gotcha. That's all the questions I had. Let us continue.
All right. So as the party peers down this other sewer pipe, you hear what you think to be squishing
Ooh.
in more of like a rhythmic pattern. It's not like just a random squishing. It's like squish, 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 squish. And you see a faint blue light at the very end of the tunnel.
Get off me.
Yoshi.
Ooh.
Wait.
Yes,
Okay.
I love this view.
Boopy.
So as you come to the end of the tunnel, before you exit the tunnel, you can kind of peer inside. And you can see that the room is alight with blue crystals that surround every single wall. There seems to be
Oh,
small
shit.
piles everywhere, and there is quite a number of what appear to be spongy creatures with a blue ritual circle with a larger spongy creature. Off
Put a
Oh.
lot in this
Good.
can.
Off to your
Don't
left, you
brains.
see a large stone pedestal about 4 times the size of a standard man with a crystal on top.
I need to know what your version of a standard man is. Is his name Bob?
His name is Bob,
Yeah.
and he's about
Who is the
5'4".
standard man?
Okay.
Okay.
5'4". That is a
Yeah.
standard man. Bob.
He
the
has
5'4"
two. He has 2.5
construction worker?
children.
Are these bits and pieces of
Two and a
crystals?
half children because one of
Yeah,
them is
cut
just
right
born.
down the middle.
Oh, God.
Did he have
Well,
to share with his neighbor?
Those are the piles of crystals in the middle that I was describing.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was just.
I have a Desagrip on my dragon who has just tried to squirm its way out of my bag for the shinies.
Zach's also making his way over there. So, not
You
that
said there
way.
was a squishing sound of like people walking around or
Yes,
something.
the entire.
All of these little brown bits, right?
Yes, all of
the
those
brains
are
laying around.
seem to be
I see.
squishy, spongy
Squish.
creatures.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Can inspect one of them?
You can expect one of them.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
What an inspection.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So
Even with disadvantage.
as you peer out of the tunnel at the closest sponge person, you can see that it appears to be a large yellow sponge that is just sopping wet. You don't see
can't believe the
anything like
sponge people are real.
like a mouth or any orifices.
Sponge people are real?
What color is it?
Yellow.
It's a very dark, dingy yellow.
Ew, that's
Okay.
pea color.
Stinky.
So I guess I'm gonna make my way this way like that, and then up there to this thing.
Are they non-hostile, by the way?
You
They're
hear
not attacking
as you approach the crystal, you hear a kind of a vibration, like a very high pitched vibration, and as the sound enters all your ears, you all see a vision in your brain of them worshipping this yellow crystal that you're checking out, and that they need it to revive their beloved leader, who is on the pedestal over there.
Yes.
Ask. So these sponges want to revive this other sponge with this crystal.
Yes.
Zithrax, we need water.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, so we had that cauldron thing, and it said like with drips we grow. So
Drop a drip of booze on it.
yeah, could we actually let's see, I have some traveling clothes which were used to like carry all the things. Are they still like maybe moist enough that maybe we could squeeze a little of that water on one of these mushrooms?
Did anyone help and use those clothes?
I would have helped it use the clothes.
Okay, if you would have used them, then
I thought Zithrax would have if he brought them out.
I would say they're still pretty soaked, but you're not going to get more than like
a few drops.
Yeah, like a good squeeze.
Yeah. Do those drops do anything though?
So you as you approach the thing, the frightened vibrations get higher. As you ignore that and proceed to just wring these clothes out on their leader.
Oh god!
I'm going to say while I'm doing this, I mean no harm, and then just proceed like no, like I don't give a fuck.
Wonderful.
Lovely.
You see the water soak into the sponge, and you see it fluff up a little bit more in size, but you don't see any signs of life quite yet.
Does the area around just look dry?
Yes, this immediate area is just crystals. The blue things on the ground is powdered crystal.
I see.
Maybe we should take this crystal here and put it on there, revive it. I don't know what you guys think about that.
That crystal is like 10 feet.
Oh,
Also, if we do take it, I have a feeling they would all come out.
No, wait, you said like 4 times the size of the average man? It's like 20 feet tall. Like nobody's gonna fucking move that thing.
Well, the stone base it's on. The actual
Oh,
crystal
okay.
is maybe like 2 feet by 2 feet.
so how our dwarf got
All right. Before you knuckleheads do anything, will you at least let me get some shit before we have to?
Yeah, that's what I was doing the
Because-
entire time, just putting crystals in my
Yeah.
pocket. Just
Yeah. And I'm gonna get a vial of crystal powder here, crystals over here, and I'm gonna. What does the magic circle look like before people start messing with it?
The magic circle is a faint glowing blue. And it
Can I
seems
get? Can I run my hand over the symbols and see if I recognize any of them from my days as an apprentice of the mystic arts?
give me an arcana check.
Certainly. If only someone knew the identify spell.
18.
18.
So as you run your fingers over the letters surrounding the circle, you do remember back to a time in a lesson where you heard about a strange, mysterious fungal tribe that used a similar type magic to revive their best leaders who they couldn't lose at the time.
Can I
pull out babies for sacrifice. See if there's anything noticeable.
Oh my god.
I don't think that's it.
Hey,
I
you
don't
never
think that's-
know.
I
Never
don't-
know.
I highly doubt
Well,
it is.
the symbols don't look similar. Otherwise, I believe an 18 Arcana check would have revealed that fact.
Can I use Arcana on one of the crystals?
On the ones you're collecting?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I do?
Oh,
an
nope, it's a 5. I
insight
didn't get
check
anything.
to see
Alright.
if
Actually,
this-
I'm just
since
kidding.
since you have seen this crystal before, you recognize it right away. It's the same
Oh.
crystal that your dragon brought to you and you handed
Oh, yeah.
to Perot.
Alright, Peril, I hand you one of the crystals.
These do seem to be a little alight with some magic.
Beautiful. How big are they? Just in the general pieces of them, are they like fist sized?
Yes, the
Are
ones
they
on the
bigger
grounds
than
are
that?
about like fist size.
Okay, good.
So
can
they're
grab
I
two.
fairly
do
large, but
an-
not too large not to carry. Not to carry.
Can I do an insight check to see if the nature of the crystal and spell is like similar to the drain spell that was used in the village?
Sure.
$16?
So this doesn't seem to be similar in any way. This seems to just be some sponge people on a hard time, trying to
use
revive their
Arcana?
leader.
So, okay. So
So
we
just the sponge people.
All in
They're
favor?
all dead.
All in favor of picking up the giant crystal and throwing it at the sponge leader?
Hold on.
What?
Let's
Hold
hold
on.
on that, please.
Can I use Arcana on the big yellow crystal? See if I recognize.
You sure you sure you're not a wizard?
I'm sure. But Granny has crystals, so maybe she might have told me. Who knows?
Give me a history check.
History, okay. 8. I keep rolling terribly. I keep rolling 2s! I keep rolling 2s.
Unfortunately, you do not remember anything your grandma taught you about this particular crystal.
So she has taught me things about crystals before, just can't remember it.
You don't
All
remember
right,
anything about
let's-
this specific crystal.
Okay.
All right, out of the way, out of the way.
Yeah, I'm leaving that area. I'm gonna go over here. Chase. Enter battle because you idiots are picking up the crystal they worship.
No. I will put my hand on it to see what I can feel. Because we did hear a voice, right? Can I attempt to speak to it?
So you place your hand on the crystal, and suddenly you are taken into the minds of one of the nearest sponges, and you just feel the overwhelming amount of sorrow and dread that it feels, and the overwhelming pain causes you to wince back and release the crystal.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I take a couple of steps back, like kind of towards the end of the dais, and then like catch myself before I fall off of it entirely.
Key would have reached over and grabbed you just as soon as you started stepping backwards.
the front of his cloak.
So,
Are you all right, my friend?
I hold my head, shake it out a little bit. All right, so we might have a problem.
Okay, care to elaborate?
Now, I don't know too much, but something about these gestures towards the nearest one off to my right. Something about these, they feel sad, for lack of a better term, and scared. Lots of dread and other things mucking about in there. It's a very powerful feeling.
what do they dread?
Probably the
That's
loss
the
of
thing, I don't know.
thing. Or the loss of their leader. They are trying to revive them.
Do you remember the cauldron? Inscribed upon it was the phrase, "For us to live, the water must drip." I dripped water from the well on the sponge, and it revived itself small amount. Perhaps we should get more water and bring it to them.
I empty out my booze on top of the sponge thing.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
They're gonna kill it.
Our vision.
Why do you think it's not?
Well, if it's not drunk now, it's gonna be.
Rest in peace. You
I
weird
hop down. I hop
sponge
down off of the
creature.
dais into like a roll, and I head over to Zithrax. All right, let's go.
Key walks over and just says,
Right,
"Shall we
then.
require my shirt again?"
You read my mind. You read
forth.
mine.
All right, so Key, Perot, and Erzithrax are going to go get more water.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What is Kim, Thomas, and Zach going to do?
You gonna sit down and look at the sponge.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna sit here and look at the sponge. Maybe inspect some other
Just gonna
sponges.
stare at this dead sponge.
That
The
cauldron,
sponge.
was it attached to the floor?
No,
It was
but
attached to the
it was
floor, but it-
described as being particularly heavy, and also if we move the cauldron, the electric trap may go off.
Well, because I have an idea. Why don't we?
Take the sponge to it.
Well, I wasn't going to do that. I don't.
Does
Oh,
anyone know
that.
create water?
Yeah, but I don't think it's the same nifty water. But fill the cauldron, then we just move it into here, or at least partially fill the cauldron, move it into here.
No, because if we move the cauldron from its spot, the electric trap might go off and electrocute us all while we're passing through, because the cauldron is the thing that disarms the.
Yeah, it's the
So maybe what we could do is just
Hmm.
tie like a rope to the cauldron and just deal with the electricity going off. and then just have the cauldron. I don't think we need to. I think we can just see if water works first, and then we can
Well, then
troubleshoot it.
how? No, because if we drag if we drag it past and the trap goes off, then how do we get out of this dungeon? There doesn't appear to be a back way out.
That's true.
Zitharax will just say, "Let's walk out then."
We're not all shocked.
Everyone, buff yourself up with as
Yeah.
much HP as you can. Meanwhile,
Uh,
our rogue, no.
so
But instead of that, how about we
I
just
don't know what to do.
All right.
I thought we were just going to get some more water.
yeah, just
I
Get
mean,
some
it's going to take a
water.
while, but we have all the time.
Soak
Yeah.
our clothes and rinse and repeat.
Travel.
All right. So, Key, Perot, and Zithrax make their way back, soak the clothes in the murky pink, lit up water, and drag it all the way back here. And as they pour it on to the leader, the water soaks in. The sponge starts swelling up a little bit more, and at first there's no sign of movement or life, and then all of a sudden you feel every sponge person vibrating, what seems to be an upbeat vibration, and as you feel that, you see the sponge start to twitch back to life.
Perfection.
hell yeah.
Hmm.
The 3 folds in my brain are so big.
Wonderful, wonderful. And as the sponges crowd around the big guy to celebrate,
Oh.
it
Start
seems
making some dex saves, making sure I don't get hit by these things dashing at us.
They're gonna form Mecha Mushroom.
They're gonna form a
Pro backs up to like leave them aside.
Over here by Perot. I trust Perot. Never trust Perot's judgment.
I stand really close.
Of course. He's like the one time
Uh,
in skins.
What
While-
is
while-
happening?
While he wants to stand close with Zitharax, he notices that Perot has stepped back, and realizing that Perot is most likely the most intelligent person in the party, decides to mirror his actions.
I'm interested. What can I say?
Zitharax goes and
Kimberly.
joins them for the cheer.
Kimberly's
Mind
just
you,
gonna say it's a ritual. What worse can happen?
What's his name? Golk's hand just comes out of the magic circle. Takes the ball.
I see that one's a loner.
so those are part of the
parties.
map.
Oh, okay.
They're just like
Got
there
it.
to keep the circle open.
I see.
Go and pet it.
So, as is Kim also crowding around?
Oh,
They're
mind
not
you,
crowding,
this whole
Step
Right
time
there.
away, but yeah.
All right. Well,
I couldn't drag Met's token, but Met has been rolling around in all of the crystal dust and has
I can imagine.
under his scales. Like in between his scales and everything. Or it's like, oh god.
I need Zithrax to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Thank God I wasn't over there.
Oh, God.
13.
Well, that's
Not
a
my
pretty.
Fun person.
Well, that's a
He's a
pretty
sponge
good roll. Images start to fill your mind, and they are all ecstatic and happy that you brought back their one leader that has literally saved them from the brink of destruction twice and has put them down in this cave for their own protection so they may live in peace. And to thank you, they're going to give you the crystal on the pedestal.
Ooh.
Zithrax gained the crystal.
I do a bow to them, and I say, "It was my pleasure. I hope that you continue to live in peace. I want not your crystal."
I do.
I do.
Wow.
Keep it for yourself, so
No.
you may prosper.
And I'm running over to the Dark's like, wait. We want that crystal.
Why?
It could be useful and we can learn from it. Don't you like learning, bud?
I look at you a little quizzically and I say, "I am not a mushroom, nor are you. What reason would you need it?"
Well, we don't know exactly what it do. Maybe the mushrooms are wrong.
Then the mushrooms do, and it is best used by them.
Oh no. I'm not convincing this guy anytime soon. Throw steal it. Throw steal it.
Oh, did you not notice what I've been doing on the map?
I turn to the mushrooms and I continue. "I hope you are well. If there is anything I can do, please let me know."
Do you mind if I make a stealth and sleight of hand check?
Go ahead.
Considering how big this thing is, I'd probably have to be the one to pull it.
I don't know.
Why was your 2 sleight of hands?
I mean, you don't need stealth. I'm keeping
That's a
sleight of hand
26.
for a bit.
No, the stealth would have just given me advantage.
Oh.
In that
So
case,
22.
you get a 22, and you still you take this very, very large crystal and you tuck it under your shirt, and no one's the wiser.
No one questions the fact that Peril looks pregnant right now.
No, it's fine. He's got his long black cloak.
Worst case scenario, he just says it's
very
meant.
slimming, you know.
You walk now kind of like hunched over. It's very heavy crystal.
I just, all this crystal dust in the air, it just makes me really, I'm a little nauseous.
And you have to run through the mushrooms holding that thing. You have to.
Don't doubt him. He'll do it.
Clover, is there any other exits in this room?
No, there appears to just be wall-to-wall crystals.
All right. So are we leaving this
The
room or
suspicious
what?
part about this is this doesn't appear to be what Perot was actually looking for. Is that correct, Clover?
You just talked to a guy in a bar.
I know.
This could be it, or it could not. You only got the instructions you got.
How annoying.
Well, I don't know what a mushroom's going to do to save goblin children.
So I thought this was gonna help us save Goblin.
Yeah, I'm going to ask the mushrooms. I don't know if they even understand what Zithrax can say. But he says, "Please, if you would, regale me the tale of your leader saving your people."
Oh no.
And I will wait.
And are you still standing among them?
Yeah, I haven't moved.
Perfect. So the images flood your mind again, and you see the sponge people running from what appears to be a hag or witch of some kind that is trying to control them. And they found this abandoned tomb from what appears to be like a human storage room that has now been abandoned. And they have now taken it over and set traps to make sure that the hag does not bother them. And that is how they ended up in this cave.
drawing here.
So do I see in part of the vision like where that hag used to be?
Yes, you see that they started over off the road that you were heading down to get here,
I
past
see.
further, and that they were running towards here, towards the town.
Was Granny the hag?
No, the
Hey.
hag does not resemble Granny in the very least.
Not even a younger Granny?
Not even a younger Granny.
Okay.
Don't disgrace Granny Arena like that.
Okay, so I have some idea of where this hag could be then. Do I have an idea of the time ago, how long ago it was?
The only hint you have is that the leaves on the trees were just turning in spring, so they were just budding. They weren't quite fully grown or green.
And the season is now
It's now turning a crisp fall.
fall. Okay. All right then. It's either been anywhere from half a year to some long amount of time.
Well done.
I am
Narrows
going to then ask. Outside the cave was a fierce monster and spiders. Do you know anything about small green fleshmen being consumed?
They don't give you an answer in images. They kind of all just kind of squish, kind of like turning your direction you feel, and then they go back to celebrating with their leader.
Has anybody feeding them to goblin children?
I give them a couple of minutes and then I say, with prosperity may you grow. And then I leave.
Wonderful, wonderful. And you make your way out of the cave into the previous chamber that you have slain the orc in.
Yay.
And the spiders have appeared to pop out again.
Whoa!
Chasing it.
That Do you,
Roll for initiative.
so before we get to that, how are you approaching these spiders?
Running right at it.
Yeah, sword out right at it.
I am very surprised, and I almost dropped the thing that I'm hiding.
You know, no, I'm not even running at it. Just straight chill touch. Just straight.
Chill touch.
Oh my god.
Key looks over at Perot and just says, "Huh. So this is why the headmaster always had migraines whenever we got new initiates."
Okay, so as you cast your chill touch, the spiders hide behind the wooden trapdoor that they have and disappear once more as the skeletal hand clinks off the wood.
Damn.
I stick my hand in there. I'm trying to grab one of its legs and pull it out.
Roll me whatever check you think is best for that.
All right.
Athletics, nice. 14.
You feel in there, and you feel what may be a claw to the end of the spider leg, and you yank and you pull the spider out by the fang.
I turn to the party as if I just caught a very big bass, and I go. I look at them, and you see this dragon snout
The big
smiling.
dragon smile.
Throws it against the wall so it can't go into its hole. Just yeets it across the room.
I have found dinner.
And now what are
And
you gonna do with the spider that you have by the fang?
I'm gonna pull out. Do I have a small knife or just a big knife? Oh, I do have a dagger. I'm gonna take up my dagger and try to just stab it in the face so I can eat.
All right.
Constantly stabbing until it dies.
Yeah,
Do you actually have a stab attack for that dagger, or
I do.
wonderful?
Damn thing, stop moving around.
I'll give you advantage since you do have it in your hand, so you can roll for
Alright.
damage.
Excellent.
6 piercing does indeed slay the spider.
Meanwhile, I'm over here
Oh my
coming up
God.
to this thing where it hid,
hmm
and I put my hands together. I'm not letting it get away again. Tommy, Tommy. And I'm just getting ready to use Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Look over at Perot and point at the left side of my face and say, "The twitch," as it's twitching.
Perot just sort of has one hand up, like, why me? Why me?
The twitch, beware the twitch. The twitch.
All right, so that
Shooting
indeed.
the ground. Do I even have to roll to hit?
Yeah, you do. You hit the table.
How do I miss the ground? How do I
You
miss the
you
ground?
hit you hit the table instead. It's a very
Oh, I hit
small
the table.
hole.
Okay.
It's very. It's like playing golf.
I don't even think I was aiming for the hole itself. I was just aiming in its direction and shooting.
Yeah, you hit the table instead, and it blasts off, and does absolutely nothing. Only leave a tiny scorch mark on the old wood that is now rotting.
And now for a
I,
gag moment, I'm constantly swinging the sword on the wood, yelling "die."
Wonderful.
It is fine. Our hunt is successful, Zach.
Wonderful.
Fine, now put the sword away.
Oh god.
I'm not. I'm making my way out of the dungeon.
Indeed.
I'm not gonna be here for you guys to, I don't know, eat it. I don't want to know what a shaved spider looks like. I don't want to know what a skinned spider looks like.
It is okay. I will skin it out of the dungeon. You can see then.
No,
Oh, God.
no.
The twitch.
How are we getting out
The
when we fell through a hole?
twitch.
I'd like to take my sack that I use as my carrying thing and just put the spider, just shove it in there with my wet traveling clothes.
Wonderful.
Wet, gross, dead, bleeding spider. What?
Your
There's
backpack
like
is now
7 legs
dripping.
kind of sticking out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your backpack's now dripping with green ooze.
Excellent.
Clover, I have a
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Seeing how Perot utterly refuses to touch the cursed dagger that I got off of the orc,
hmm
Cursed is correct.
will this thing have like poison damage?
I have no idea.
Would it give you necrotic damage?
Yeah.
I don't think you've checked quite yet.
You can stab yourself and find out.
I don't know. I'm definitely hanging on to this dagger though.
All right, you can keep it.
Yeah.
There's a bit of poo stains on the blade, you know.
All right. So, how are you guys going to tackle the spore room on your way out?
Same way I did last time.
Yeah, same way we did.
All right, then I need
Might
everybody
as well,
to
I
make
haven't
me a
taken a
wisdom
lick
saving
of
throw.
damage this entire thing.
I'm gonna
Surprisingly, I haven't either.
cast guidance on myself before I run through.
Sure.
19.
Oh, fuck.
Oh god.
No.
Oh god, again. Wait, that's wisdom, not wisdom saving.
Ooh, I got it good.
It's the same.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's the same.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got it.
12 and
And-
a 13.
And your dragon.
Yeah.
Zach.
hold on. Imagine Dragon.
And my dog.
Oh, actually,
I got
we
your dog.
No!
I was just gonna say, I was like, you could just de-summon your dragon for a little bit.
I don't know how.
Oh yeah, that's right. Neither of us know how. Sorry.
My hood was not enough.
So the pupperoo,
Did Pupper die? Did the Pupperoo
nope,
die?
Pupperoo
Pupperoo's
doesn't.
not going to die. I'm going
Nope.
to
Don't
lay
have that.
hands on
Pupperoo's
him.
completely
Pupperoo.
fine.
All right, pepperoni.
Zach,
What's going on with my dragon?
your dragon takes 6 points of damage of toxic hazard, as well as Kim.
6 on me.
Can he even handle that much? Oh, thank God it can.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm like,
Alright,
I wanted to find the pseudo dragon.
so now we're right here. Bring me your dragon. I'll lay on hands on it for 6 points. I'll bring you down to 9. And then
Yeah,
I'm going
it's a
to
magical effect, so.
heal me for 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. There we go. So your dragon should be fully healed now, and I got 37 out of 40.
Wonderful. So everybody makes it through except for Zach's dragon and Kim without a little
Don't
bit
talk
of,
like
a,
that.
of
It sounds like you
abrasion.
died.
So without a little bit of a abrasion, some damage. They're fine. They just got hurt a
Nobody
little
made it
bit.
through. Everyone made it through except.
Gotta add some trauma somewhere, okay? Now,
So, is your dragon Dunzo?
no, it
No,
almost
you cannot eat my
died.
dragon.
Yeah, or Zitharax says contains himself a little bit.
His Etarch just walks into the spores, holding on to like the
Yeah.
dog and dragons.
Yeah, you could see her Zitharax's eye was kind of eyeing up Imagine Dragons there.
Don't eat my blue dragon. Leave it alone. Leave my blue doggo dragon.
Or Zitharax does so.
And as you look up the hole that you all fell in, you see that it's only about 10 feet up.
No, that's not too bad.
So get the horse to boost us all
He
up
just
here.
gets
Stand
up.
on the back of the horse.
Jump.
What?
I yell Kobe and jump.
I use Misty Step to get up there.
I look at Thomas and I go, perhaps you can fly.
How tall is it?
It's
10
just
feet.
under 10 feet.
Oh, well, can I use my grappling hook?
Yep, yep.
Do you have a grappling?
Nice.
You don't have a grappling hook?
No.
I'm a monk. I don't really need those.
I have a spider.
Two movies. Slightly gains like spider climb.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna help the horse up.
Yeah, I'm the only one going to be down here with him, so muscle him up. The 2 paladins are going to deadlift this horse.
All right.
Hell yeah. All right.
I need
Alright,
yeah, strength, please.
All right,
just gonna
so we're
climb up
helping
on
each
my
other,
own.
so it should be.
Oh,
20.
and you know what? I'm gonna inspire you while we lift this horse.
I don't think that's gonna do
Wonderful.
it. It's still on that one.
Can Key see them struggling and come in to help lift him up and out, seeing as he has the high ground?
You know I
Sure.
can climb,
Give me
right?
You can't climb straight up out of a hole. There's nothing to
Yeah.
grab onto.
All I need is a
17.
rope.
All right. So as you're all trying to help the centaur out of the hole, Erizithrax gives it a good shove, gets him most of the way out of the hole. A hoof. You can take a hoof to the face.
Oops, didn't mean to say
Kim,
Or for how much?
you don't take any like actual
Oh.
damage. It's just kind of like ow.
You messing up my beard.
and Key pulls Thomas the rest of the way out of the hole.
Yeah. So Kimberly definitely can't jump up, so someone's got to help me.
Just toss down a rope.
Do you need a hand, or would you require someone to toss you?
Oh no, yeah, you're just gonna give me a hand.
Key's going to pull out the hempen rope from his pack and just lower it down for Kimberly.
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm just gonna make a strength check because I want to just pull him in.
Should I make a counter check?
Yeah, I'll allow it this one time.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Psalm 20.
You get yanked right out of the hole.
Can I just yeet you out? It's just like, oh, nice try. Yup. Up and out you go.
Dang it. I tried.
That was the best version of tug of war I've ever seen.
A good hustle.
Right?
All right. So you're all out of the hole. You can easily make it up the stairs out of the tomb, and that will bring us to the end of today's session.
Yay.
Yay.
Next week, we go save some goblins.
Our heroes were victorious, and it was wonderful. I hope everyone here had fun.
Of course.
I did have
yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Bro's still very confused as to how this is possibly a tomb when nothing in it was dead and or buried.
The mushroom was dead.
You know,
See, that's the fun thing about getting
drunk
a bar
people in
story.
taverns, man.
Yeah, like Zach.
So it's like a game of telephone, except worse because they're drunk.
Hold on. Is there a spider in here?
So a dingy cave.
There's no
with
spider, just some
with
bones.
mushroom people.
Oh,
after,
Perot's
like-
definitely gonna make that guy pay for wasting his time.
Ooh.
Yeah. So like after a couple of rounds of the good stuff, a dingy cave with some mushroom people and a lightning trap turns into a wreathy spirit stealing people from their beds.
Oh no, Perot made that latter half up. He was
So there was no
yeah,
spirits, is what you
so-
said.
No, not at all. You don't know this. Perot was sent to go to this tomb to pick up one of the to pick up a statue that was left as a memorial at the tomb.
Oh.
And he was supposed to go into the tomb, find the statue, take the statue, and then pass it off to somebody else in the next town so they could sell it to the highest bidder. Yeah.
We kind of broke it.
kind of.
No, that wasn't even the statue. It wasn't the right
Oh.
size.
Oh.
Okay, thank God.
So,
Yeah, that's good.
Better.
yeah, because that's why I was interested, and I was like, what does the statue look like? How big is it? What's it made out of? It wasn't even the right statue.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
So there was
Oh.
no statue.
Yeah, there was nothing. It wasn't even a tomb.
Do we level up at all? Maybe.
Nah.
I was just gonna get to that in the wrap up. Gonna
Uh-oh.
spoil everything.
All right. All right.
Let her wrap up
All right.
slightly. No, no.
How rude.
Come on, Rex. That's not
wrap.
like you.
I figured that was part of the wrap up because when we get to the next session, Perot's gonna go to the meeting spot and fuck him up. And I figured that before everybody goes, whoa, Perot.
Paro, you scamp.
Oh, Perot can fight after all.
She did, however, just fool the whole party.
Indeed.
Perot should level up at least.
No.
Pro levels up by 2, the rest of us by 1.
All
Not
right.
all how it works.
Well, our heroes had fun today exploring these sponge people's home. At least I hope they did. They've
Yeah, it
worked
was pretty fun.
valiantly. They've killed a corrupt priest, took on a big old baddie that disappeared, solved and cured hundreds of people in a town. And it's been wonderful. And I do believe all of them have earned a level up.
Yay.
Of 1.
Yeah. Level 4.
Time to level up. Okay.
And I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. I'm going to be looking for someone to raid
Ooh.
while we wrap up.
Slight-
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool. I
Oh,
guess
shit.
Raid slightly.
I'm not streaming.
Oh, Raid Clover.
Fuck. I rolled over.
Actually,
I got someone.
Sakura, who was
Ooh.
on your one shot the other week, is live right now. So how about we raid them?
Oh,
Let's
hi.
go.
What are they doing?
Hype.
Um,
We are gonna have the raid message of Clover Cult as always with my hearts. Let me set that up for y'all. I don't know why I don't have this done. Forgive me.
You are forgiven.
Always. I now
How-
have the slow fall ability.
how do you roll for
Ooh.
hit for HP? What button?
So one thing you can do is you can go to the where your spells are up there, like where your core bio and spells are, and there should be a cogwheel. You can go ahead and hit that cogwheel, and then in the column at the bottom right, you should see something like launched character mancer plus level up or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And then just click on that, and then just follow the prompts.
Where? Which one?
So you should be able to.
All right. Are we ready to raid?
Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah. Hype, hype. Let's raid with the Clover Cult. Five, 4, 3,
3, 2,
Two.
1.
Sawardo!
Happy New Year!
Hey.
All right.
Oh, there it is.